Anyway, in the last session, school had been closed for a couple of weeks due to supervillain attack.
Due to villain.
The bus garage is gone. The buses inside it are gone. The gymnasium is obliterated. There are numerous holes in the walls and roof all throughout the school. The school is being sued by one of its students for the loss of her Escalade.
She is a dick.
Yep. This is mostly for Brendan's benefit, so I'm trying to summarize some of the things. There was a press conference held. The mayor is strongly against charter schools and has made it pretty abundantly clear that the public sector is not going to be funding for repairs at the school. And Mr. Argyle called all of the staff into an emergency meeting in which he confiscated everyone's phone and then told them that they would be shutting down the school in about a month because the Channing Educational Group does not have the money to keep it open. So with no funding coming from the private or public sector, it has fallen to other methods of acquiring money necessary to maintain the operation of the school.
Yep.
Some things happened during the course of the 2 weeks where everyone was off school. Edmund made himself a costume, which his roommate saw him making. His roommate now believes him to be a furry. Georgia, discovered that her daughter has a boyfriend and has been going out, dancing in clubs, and getting high while school has been out, much to her disappointment and sadness.
She doesn't know she's getting high. She didn't watch the
My
CD.
gasp of surprise.
She saw her go to a dance club with a bunch of gangsters dance around and take pills. I mean,
Yeah, but
a certain amount of assumption can be
It could have been
made.
Pez. How does she know it was Pez?
My sarcastic gasp was immediately one-upped by the rest of that sentence. And I was like,
It's actually a problem. I was all set to make mocking jokes about a little that matters.
I could still make mocking jokes.
They just feel slightly more hollow now.
Yeah. It has a little bit more bite of cruelty.
She also got into a debate with a vacuum cleaner salesman, which I enjoyed doing. Vivian ran afoul of some of her group homemates, who dragged her out of bed in the middle of the night, wrapped her up in a blanket, and threw her out of the house into the lawn on a rainy night, and then locked the door. She showed impressive restraint in not murdering them, or anything of that nature.
I feel that her routine is the least changed by the game.
By the inclusion of superpowers.
Yeah.
She's gotten slightly better at tidying up. She had a brief dalliance with filing off serial numbers for some members of the neighborhood gangs.
I get it. She's too conditioned.
Sebastian took his first foray into supervillainy by engaging in a daring midnight robbery of a sporting goods store in order to steal a pallet load of basketball equipment for his team to replace the equipment lost during the supervillain attack. I loved every moment of that because it was ridiculous as hell.
Yes, it was. My favorite is the standing in an alley with like shirt overhead.
The point where he realized he didn't have a mask and needed to make eye contact to have body control work, and decided to take his hoodie off and then take his shirt off and tie it around his head like a mask, and then put the hoodie back on. But a homeless guy wandered around the corner just as he had his shirt off and a mask on. It was just like, hi.
Good times.
Yep. Pretty great. Anyway.
It took like as long as everybody else's sections together and then some.
Well, it was a heist.
Yeah. I looked at the times on the recording, I listened to the recording, and I'm like, yeah, that was, sorry guys.
Michael Walker, your character, I believe we just pigeonholed into assuming was drinking under a bridge during the duration of that 2 weeks.
No. I was trying to smuggle the scissors out of the school and mount it in my home.
Sure. You have a large bloody pair of scissors.
I put it in a glass case.
Nice.
Did you clean it?
No. The blood is part of the history.
Give me a cunning generosity. See if you have a glass case.
Well, I think if you had 2 weeks, you could have got.
I guess actually it's patient generosity.
You know, I just realized that you didn't bother psychic object yourself a duffel bag to smuggle it.
I can't psychic object. Oh wait. I don't think I can psychic. Yeah, I can't psychic object. I only have one greed.
Trip knives! Nice.
I
You
got
have a very nice, a fine mahogany case to put it in.
Yes.
Oh,
I got a lot of green plus.
yes. Huge ill-gotten gains. You stole a pallet load of sporting equipment and a car. Also got someone fired.
Suspended.
No, you got the police
Oh,
officer
I got the
suspended.
other
You
guy
got the
fired.
kid who was doing
Aw.
stalking fired.
That wasn't his fault. Oh well.
He was trying to make an honest living.
It's a shitty retail job anyway. You can do better. I'm sure.
Not in this city.
Probably not.
Nope, he's joining the gang.
Don't try and rationalize your crimes. Accept the damage that you do. Embrace
Anyway,
it.
after all that was resolved, the party decided that they were met up with one another, introduced each other, and what exactly they could do to one another. Your character was there conjuring bottles of whiskey to polish off over the course of the negotiations. The rest of the party is currently under the assumption that your power is conjure liquor.
Nice.
Are you psychic objecting liquor? Can you do
You
that?
can do that, yes. Liquor is an object,
But does the liquor go away?
eventually.
So it would be like a quicker resolution of being drunk.
You don't get hungover because all the poisonous chemicals can disappear eventually.
Yeah. Like you just walk outside the radius and you go, I'm sober.
In Holy Musical Batman, Green Lantern also summons beer, but he can only summon Heineken and
Checks.
Rolling
Yeah.
Rock, Moosehead. There's a few that are
I
in
think
green
I
bottles.
think it started with an R. So maybe
The issue with fake
but
checks
yeah,
though is
another
you have to have
two green.
the like yeah, I'd have to get a look at a check and then just run the numbers again. Like, run the numbers through.
And the party decided they were going to have to engage in some sort of villainous heists in order to acquire money to keep the school open, as keeping the school open is in their best interest, either for reasons of employment or because Kirby's public schools are legendarily awful. You really don't want to go to Kirby. It's pretty terrible. Anyway, it occurred to them that there is a surviving member of Triskaideka, Marco Grigori, better known as Toxic Asset, in a minimum security prison outside of town. So Edmund decided to dead ringer himself to look like the principal and go and have a chat with him.
Which hopefully was scried on and recorded by our lunch lady.
You can't record
Yeah, when
crying.
I was listening to the thing, and you said it was being recorded, I'm like, did he just mean to say?
I assumed he was
listen
just
in on?
lying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just meant like someone else is listening to this, so in case.
I mean,
I did.
you could just be like a courtroom stenographer and just be like typing the whole thing.
It's like, I can't hear what's going on, but I'm not very good at reading lips either.
Oh, was your scrying limited to visuals?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought you could hear too.
I thought it was just like spying.
Yeah, your power just got a lot less useful.
Your power stats suck.
That sucked. Just
Oh
less
yeah,
useful.
you hear nothing. You just see things.
Okay then.
Yep.
This Armada game everybody's playing. It's like a lot of fun. I'm sorry, just
Can't we
enjoying
just say
watching
I kept studious notes and told everyone else afterwards?
He
Especially
laid
that
out
thing about
some
ridiculous.
basic advice for supervillainy. The first advice he gave you was, it's not a great career move. Friendly little demon in your head is not your friend. It will totally try to kill you or drag you to hell or something to that effect. Yeah, so he warned against trusting that. He gave you the importance of wearing stupid, ridiculous costumes and using code names, because if you go into a bank dressed in black leather with a ski mask throwing plasma bolts around, you're going to get labeled a terrorist extremely quickly. The government assumes anyone with that kind of power doesn't need to be robbing banks. Like, they don't need money. They assume they're using it to fund something worse. So, the second heist by those kind of guys tends to immediately result in drone strike blowing them up. He suggested crazy, ridiculous costumes, stupid get-ups, and gimmicks, because that way the government doesn't see your crazy ass as a threat. They assume you're just some dumbass lunatic. That way law enforcement dealing with you remains local and therefore less of a problem. He suggested that stealing things, you can do that, but most places don't actually leave a lot of valuables lying around, like banks and the like. Usually, money in a bank is locked in a vault, and vaults are actually a tremendous pain in the ass to get open. Also, they're full of die packs and sequential bills and stuff like that. So his suggestion was to ransom things is a better source of income, because ransoming is more of a political game. If a ransom standoff goes on long enough, people start to blame politicians and people in charge for not having resolved it by now, and eventually they decide it's easier to just pay out rather than watch their career collapse in flames.
So basically,
He also suggested anything that's beloved by retirees, especially people who just sit around and watch cable news all day and vote heavily. Yep.
We should ransom a public school.
No one's gonna do that. They don't pay money for that now.
So literally do the same heist that just went wrong.
We are going to steal your buses. Actually, that could be useful for us.
Yep. He also told you about what Triskaideka's true purpose was, which was essentially a form of demonic Alcoholics Anonymous. They would get together once a year, pull a big, ridiculous heist to keep their little demonic passengers happy for another year, and then generally quietly donate the money to charity. He told you that each member of Triskaideka only knew the identity of one other member, as a means that if one of them was arrested, he couldn't rat out the entire group.
Shapeshifted into.
He told you the one he knew was TerraTrack, who is the same person who recruited him into the organization. He also, in exchange for you guys funneling some of your ill-gotten gains that you get to his charity, Marco's Entrepreneurial Jamboree, if you funnel some of that money to his charity, he can put you in touch with a fence, someone who can actually launder your money from your heists. Because, sacks of blood-soaked dollar bills and jewels left on the front stoop of school aren't going to be kept by the school for very long.
Can't we also use his charity as a means of laundering money?
Unfortunately, the feds are kind of heavily watching where money in his charity comes from.
True.
If it starts spontaneously appearing again, they're going to take some guesses as to where it came from.
Fair, but if they can't prove it,
Don't need to prove it.
if they can't.
Also, it wouldn't
they
take
can't-
long to prove.
But if it's all in small donations, it's all like they just.
I'd like to say that steam exists in this world, and it's also known as vapor.
Sorry, what they do is his charity gets like a thing set up in one of those malls, like a little bucket in the mall where people drop loose change, and then Jeffrey's character just comes in, drops off like $5,
Just like random people just going around like a loop behind a pillar. Okay, just to be clear, we're talking about a lot of money here.
I know, that's why it's funny.
I actually thought about this at school today. I was like, can you launder money through Steam? And you can.
Yeah, probably.
Very easily.
Anyway, he told you he can put you in touch with a money launderer, someone who actually has enough money that he could conceivably be donating that kind of capital to a school, and who might be convinced to do so. He did suggest that he would probably want you to do something for him in exchange, but he's not sure what that might be. The person he put you in contact with is Mac Jaffrey, the creator of MacMail, which is the world's most popular email client, beloved by grandmothers the world over. He made significant amounts of money selling his customers' personal information, more so than the software itself, and he was recently arrested when he attempted to purchase a large amount of firearms and explosive ordnance while in South America from an Ecuadorian drug cartel in an FBI sting. He's currently under house arrest.
Got off pretty light.
Wasn't there a quote or something he said upon being arrested?
Yes. Asked why he needed the guns. How else are my bodyguards going to blow up that village and make room for my wheat fields? He later insisted that the fields were intended for personal use.
It's like, here's what you do. Like, you just go out in the fields one day, light it all on fire.
Like that mission in GTA.
Or that mission in Far Cry 3. Or is it 4? I think it's both.
Anyway, you know that currently you need 5 money units in order to get the school repaired. 1 for the bus garage, 1 for the buses, 1 to replace the gymnasium, 1 for general repairs to the school, 1 due to taking toxic assets deal, 1 due to Sarai Landry's lawsuit pending about her car. Vivian did manage to reduce the cost somewhat by appearing on by scamming her way onto national TV on Fox News and essentially begging for donations and doing a decent enough job to reduce costs by 1.
Congrats,
So
Vivian.
currently, you need 5 money units. Delicious, delicious money units.
I wonder if I can convince the mayor that charter schools are a good thing.
Yeah, convince.
They got the
No, I
super,
think-
super
No.
anti-charter
No,
school.
I think we tried that, and I don't think.
Convince.
As soon as you're not there, though, he's not under
Yeah.
your thrall anymore. You want to run to the Queen Bee problem where you can't.
Convince.
No, it
Permanent.
wasn't worth. No, it,
But
No.
Some encouragement.
I was making a much more friendly gesture.
well, it does have something of a history in politics.
Yeah, exactly. And who knows? He probably is secretly gay. He's a mayor, and he's conservative?
He is a 50-year-old
No, he's
black
Democratic.
mayor.
Damn it. Alright,
Anyway,
so...
we have hit the sort of sandboxy section of this campaign. Alright, it's up to you guys to decide how you want to try and draw up 5 money units. And what kind of hilarious plans you might decide to cook up.
Well, I want to go steal random
suggesting
crap.
we start local and expand
If you
outwards.
go for ransoming something, Toxic Asset can give you some more advice. Threatening something that is well loved by the people of Kirby is going to be good. If you can get a celebrity amongst the hostages, that can help. If your demands are sufficiently grandiose, such as basically getting your message across as much media saturation as you possibly can,
Yeah.
so that the police can't deal with you quietly.
Yeah.
It helps if nobody gets killed during it. That tends to just escalate things towards shooting you territory.
Yeah.
And he will also Toxic Asset play you if you can somehow wheel and deal your way to negotiating with the mayor face to face.
Yeah.
That will also help.
Okay, I have a plan. So, the company I used to work for has a subsidiary that runs AM radio stations. One of those is a talk radio station. I say we go ransom that because all the old people here love talk radio. I know it's especially Republican. Or no, I guess Democratic because they have the mayor. We'll say Democratic so it fits.
Is it Corp Line Morning Radio?
Yes. No, it's
Big G Money and A Train.
it's NCR.
NCR.
It's National Corporation Radio.
National Corporate Radio.
Yeah.
That'd be a terrible radio station. All ads, all the time.
Old people love it. All right. So,
News and ads in equal measure.
my plan is to infiltrate the radio station by seducing one of the the higher up executives'
Holding the radio
wives,
hostage.
stealing
Brendan's explaining his plan to hold
a key card,
radio station
gaining
hostage.
access.
It better be
We're
the
all
best.
in.
It better be
No.
the best.
No, we go when when they're doing an interview with someone incredibly famous and well liked, like a movie star or a TV soap
Yes.
opera star.
Yes, exactly. And one of the executives'
And we-
wives is there.
And we just hold everyone hostage.
So it's a double whammy. You won't get any
The
new
executive's
episodes
wife
airing.
is in love with this celebrity and is there.
Tunes on your ride home.
Perfect. The plans are coming to fruition.
Sounds okay.
So that's one option. Yeah,
Of course, you and I are able to figure out what time an important radio host is doing just by reading the newspaper because, if anyone asks what we're doing, we're just looking for extra work because the school's about to close.
We're looking through the classifieds.
Yeah.
Just reading
Like
the
anyone's going to
newspaper.
question
Come
why
on.
Yeah, just
you're
reading the
reading
newspaper. You're allowed to read the newspaper.
In this day and age,
Yeah, if you're under 50 and read the newspaper, something weird.
It's the only reading material I get.
I'm talking about like the
that
Vancouver.
in textbooks.
No, but I'm talking about like the Vancouver Sun, not 24 hours, because like you have to pay for the Vancouver Sun. You don't have to pay for 24 hours.
Well, the other option is
She is the only one who
Pay for
could.
the Vancouver Sun.
the other thing
People
is
are supposed to pay.
people are really attached to like the news broadcasters. Like what's that?
They're a type of news broadcaster.
Yeah, but it's like the old white guy. That's
Oh,
like
you're talking about the gay anchor dude.
I don't know. It's just like every major news station has an old white
Anderson
guy.
Cooper. He's amazing.
And everybody always, whoever it is that watches their show is always like, he is so like. If,
He's a silver fox.
I think it's more than just like.
I don't think
What's that on
like,
the Mindy
he's a
project?
gay
One
man.
girl, she's like, I don't
God.
trust news unless
I
it comes
just
from
thought
an
of
older
a
white gentleman.
stupid idea.
It's like that's racist.
We ransom this guy, but we let him
No ransom.
talk about the current situation.
Yeah.
And so breaking
Report on it.
news. I'm
Aim for his
being
own
held
hostage.
Sounds good to
For
me.
more on this,
Yeah,
tune
we
in at
can't
6.
give them a good thing, because then they might not pay up for the ransom, because they like hearing him on the air.
Two members of a man's game have just stepped into the.
Yes. I like this plan.
Hold the blimp over the
Because
Super
a lot of
Bowl.
people don't really care about the radio, but certain people do. Important people.
Old voters.
Yep. And then we're gonna threaten on the radio to take off all the oldies. We're gonna delete them all.
I'll think it's like
There's a button
vinyl
here
cafe,
for it.
whatever the
Yeah.
equivalent of the vinyl
It
cafe
says
is.
delete all oldies. They'll believe us because they're old.
This is a thing we can do because technology.
No, they won't understand delete. You have to use destroy.
We will destroy and remove all the old songs.
We'll burn all of the old songs.
Yes.
They'll understand.
No one will listen to them ever again. No child shall be tortured while sitting in the
We
car.
say we're burning it. We are actually just putting it onto a CD.
Yeah.
They're saying, I brought the old
Perfect.
bottle, and I'm like,
I love this plan because it's stupid.
But is it stupid enough to work?
I think so. It's pretty damn stupid. It fulfills a lot of the recommendations that we were given.
So we gotta try not to needlessly kill people.
Oh, do we?
You
don't
free
want
to
to task
needlessly seduce people. But
No. Because I need slide for punching people harder.
Wait.
punch them hard. Just
How
to kill
about
No, but
radio?
murder.
yeah, it's
Wait,
how
no,
you
this is
get
old people. That won't work. I was thinking of maybe.
I feel like some of like the things
So-
that get you things
so-
are way too.
Just so you know how this plan was crafted in my mind, I was just like, okay, executives from my old company. Alright, subsidiary does radio. Perfect. Old people love radio.
There's a radio station in town, subsidiary to your old company. QWRP 106.7, better known as Corp Line. It's a morning radio show announced by, what's a good morning radio announcer? Who's an Anderson Cooper-y type?
Clark Gibson.
Clark Gibson?
Yeah, that's good.
Sure.
Like the other dead medium, Clark Kent.
Yep. Morning radio with Clark Gibson, better known as Big G Money. It's a program for retirees. He's not called that.
Old G money. And G stands for geriatric.
That won't work.
I don't think they're gonna appreciate that much.
I don't know. Pretty sure they can relate to him pretty well.
Anyway, so you guys are coming together to concoct an elaborate scheme to invade the radio station. How would you like to go about this?
where are we doing this?
Well, I think
We
it's
have
very
to do it
easy
after
for her to
school
get
hours,
in.
and it can't interfere with my basketball practice.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Your near 24-hour basketball practice.
No, 23 hour.
You sure you're not good because you're too fatigued to play?
We don't practice all of the time.
So I'm going to
We practice
go
more because we had a
and
game
get
coming up, which now I assume we missed because of
zip ties. Those are going to be useful.
So you're gonna head down to Home Depot.
Yeah, school's
or something
closed.
to
We have no
buy some
games.
time.
Yep, so did
Who started
How many are you
it?
buying?
Just a box. Okay with that. General box.
2 weeks though. But yeah, no, I mean, I
buying
think we
anything
missed the game
Yeah,
that we were
I'm gonna
prepping
get some paper
for.
clips. I'm gonna get a new vacuum bag. And, I've been trying to find a new camera for a long time. That place really, like, I have this chair that needs to get fixed.
I want to seduce my way onto the celebrity's entourage.
Give me pace and generosity.
Seduce the
I
society.
just teleport.
By the way, I'm actually getting a hammer for that.
Because I don't need to necessarily have sex with the celebrity.
Very well.
No,
Yes,
actually.
need to.
Sure you are.
Convenient though. That way they won't run.
Oh.
Let's see.
Pair of tens.
Yep, pair of tens.
Yep. Oh, that's solid. you buy your shopping cart full of stuff. No one bats an eye, but the middle-aged housewife buying zip ties, hammers, paper clips.
You get paper bags over
To be
their
fair, I
heads.
have literally bought that exact same list of things to get for Girl Guides, like in a single trip to Girl Guides.
It was more a roll to see if he failed. It was going to be you bought zip ties that were kind of cheap.
No.
I'd like to, I'd like to try and schmooze my way onto the celebrity's entourage before he gets on the radio station.
All right. Are you going for Clark Gibson himself or whoever he's interviewing? If you listen to scheduled announcements, you know that he's interviewing Raymore East, the winner of 2004's So You Think You Can Flow, multi-platform recording artist. He hails from Kirby. He's apparently coming onto the radio to advertise some charity event he's doing.
The celebrity. Yeah.
How about both?
Why do I need to schmooze both of them?
No, France get both of them for hostage.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm getting myself in the building.
Oh. Why not let him do it? He can disguise himself
As
someone that belongs there.
But then I can make myself belong there by schmoozing them. I don't understand your
both-
problem with my plan.
I think we all need to get in there anyway, right? So
I'm just
If
doing
he's
this
on
because it's
TV
something
a
to
lot,
do.
is it
Why do
possible
we have
for
to
me
make
to
myself in the first
Yeah.
place? We can just
I don't have a
bargain.
problem with
Just
it.
let me
So,
in.
somebody
I'm
can
just gonna
give me
open the window.
somebody
Yeah.
can give me patient espionage to try and figure out where Raymore East is staying. If you want to try and sneak up on him in his hotel
Wait,
room.
hold on. Can you beat this?
The odds of me getting this.
Can you beat this? Because apparently only one person can
No,
have
anyone can.
Nothing.
2 tens.
Baz really doesn't.
Wait, 3 tens.
And 2 ones. And 2
No,
nines.
that's
Jesus.
3 ones.
10, 10.
Okay,
That's
that
a one.
that
No,
10 is a
that's
1.
a 0. That's a 1. That's a
Zero.
1. That's a 1.
No, that's.
No, 1 0 is.
0 0 is
Zero is
10.
Oh, right, of course, right.
So you have
2
4.
tens.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to take a while for these things to work. Good eye.
If they have a 0 after it, just ignore the 0
Yeah.
at the end of the
Secondary.
die.
What you actually know, you follow a bit of celebrity gossip. You know that Raymore East actually has a contract with Hilton Hotel. He always stays in Hilton when, if at all, one is available. There's only one located in Kirby. You know it's downtown. It is unfortunately uncomfortably close to a police station. It's on the same block.
Well,
Deuce the police too. No.
Possible.
and that doesn't.
You also know that he generally travels with
I
a group
don't know.
of fairly well-trained bodyguards.
Probably not best to catch him there. Maybe on a tree.
Why can't we
I'm
just hijack?
I'm literally gonna go to the bar, wait for him to show up, and go, "Hey, you're that celebrity guy. I want to buy you a drink,"
Yeah,
and then start schmoozing.
that seems like a good plan to me.
Like
You have to anticipate him going to a bar.
Or like he goes to the washroom, she teleports.
he's gonna
behind
go to
him,
the
and it's like,
bar.
I mean, worst comes to worst, he takes too long. You're teleported, like, when,
Plot-wise,
somewhere when he's
he's
by
gonna
himself.
go to the
Plot-wise,
bar.
You're going to a bar.
We have chloroform.
You might.
What's it smell like?
I'll sit in the bar. It's an
Remember-
excuse to drink.
Remember, this game is all about farce, interspersed with drama.
We have nitric
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go to the bar. Maybe he'll get room service.
I could always watch
But the
him.
worst comes to worst, I teleport, like, when...
Actually, is he attractive?
Wait, are his
Yeah.
bodyguards standing
To
outside
an
the
extent.
door? Or why are we doing
if you're like tremendously arrogant recording
Yeah.
We're
artists who
not
wear
trying to
stupid shutter
kidnap
shades.
him now.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
thing,
not
I'm saying
really
worst comes to worst, if we need to. What it is like we wait till he's like about to go into the bathroom or whatever, then I teleport into the bathroom, preferably before his pants have come off. And then be all like, you want to go to the bar, so yeah, and then
Yeah.
leave, and then he would go to the bar. So I mean, we can get him to the bar.
Yes.
Either way, you should scout with her, and then we'll actually physically scout if need to.
Yeah, we're the physical
Yes.
doer people.
I will. The plan is to go to the bar.
I just have a new idea for a plan. We kidnap him,
Okay.
disguise me as him. I show up to the recording booth, and
But then we're not
That's
ransoming
so
him.
much
Too
harder.
many possibilities.
That's so much harder because we have to pass you off as him.
Yeah.
I know you have the power for it, but bodyguards. Let's
Why don't you
We're all
pose as
superheroes
another
exist.
bodyguard?
We're also
the
assuming
guy
that
just
all the
died.
super-
no.
all the bodyguards are normal people.
Stop overcomplicating it.
Okay, yeah.
If I get into the radio station, I can get the rest of us in, even though you all have ways of getting in as well.
Yeah, see, I can just literally teleport in and then open the door.
I just
Wait,
wanted to
that's
do
it.
this way in because it's stupid.
I do
and
like
funny.
it. Yeah, no, I like it. I
Just
think we should do
banish
it.
the door.
I like
Let
his
me
way.
do my bit.
He wants to do his bit. Let him do it.
God damn it. It's like poking all the holes.
You wait in the bar. I'll
This
send
is
you
exactly
a text
the point of
message
this
with some
setting.
sort of code if I see him on the way, or if he decides to take a room service instead.
Well,
Sounds good, guys.
You know he's in the hotel somewhere.
if we could figure out what
I'll
room
look
he's
for him.
in, then we can.
Just look at all the rooms.
Take a while.
Pair 4s and
Or
pair
look at
7s.
the
Or
list.
pair
Unless he
4s.
gets 10s, right? Because
That trip 4 is 2 7s.
doesn't height
So,
determine
do you want to do it well or do you want to do it fast?
Is it well fast in this situation?
No.
So if you do like 3 4s, you take longer, but you do a more thorough job. If you use the double 7s, you do it faster, but you don't do it as
Other way
thoroughly.
around.
Oh, other way around.
With
Sorry.
his speed.
Okay.
I want to do it well.
Well, alright, sure. You are scouring room by room. You discover he is not in a room that is associated with it. You initially started by scrying for basically the guest registry over the bellhop's, or not the bellhop, concierge's shoulder.
But shockingly,
While he
they
was
lied
typing
about his
something in.
room.
You initially check there, but he's not there. His stuff is there, but he's not. You eventually go just room by room. It takes you several hours scouring around. You eventually find he's in another room with a lady.
Yeah. His bodyguards presumably aren't in the room with him.
There's some outside the door, and one on the balcony,
Okay.
who is currently facing away from them, trying to pretend that he can't hear them.
Yeah.
He's not doing a great job. He doesn't look very happy with his job.
Does this look like a lady of his acquaintance or a professional
This
lady?
looks like a more professional lady.
Okay.
You can actually give me cunning, I guess? No. Cunning knowledge. Or patient knowledge, up to you.
Oh, patient. 2 9s.
Yep. That lady is most definitely a prostitute of some regard. She appears to be fairly well off, though. You don't see any like track marks or signs of drug use. You do note that she seems a bit young.
So is this like young scandal or?
We're not sure. You didn't roll 10s.
Do you recognize her from the school?
No.
And the first.
Alright, well,
She could be underage, but you're not sure.
I'm gonna relay this information to you, people.
Why don't you check?
Also,
Just keep doing what you're doing. And then, like, check ID.
slightly nurture to corruption, since he went with patient knowledge of studying them carefully for several minutes while they're having an attack.
I can teleport. I could at this point teleport into the bathroom and wait for one of them to go in there.
He could.
Do we like this plan?
I didn't hear it.
You do know that he has not taken his shutter shades off while having sex.
Of course. Because how do she?
I mean, it'll work. He's also still wearing socks. It's pretty lame. He needs traction.
That's why he needs a professional.
He needs traction. Traction is important. You also notice a little room service cart in there.
Room service card, huh?
Yep.
What's on
Food, wine. Damn.
Probably already.
There's also a bucket
naked.
full of ice which has several more pairs of shutter shades in it.
Of
course.
He prefers them chilled.
Yeah. Kept cool, you mean?
Alright, I have a plan. It's really fucked up.
Do you want me to
Alright.
get them to the bar?
So, I should probably just activate Impossible Beauty to see if I have any sort of advantage at all.
Making your way to the hotel then?
Yes. I was already in the bar, but then he
Making your way to the hotel then?
Wait, hold up. Maybe I just snooze the bodyguard.
I was gonna smooze the room service people and send up a free bottle of wine.
Or we could always catch him on the way to the interview.
That's
just
what I
be-
said several times.
Yeah.
That's super weird, though.
You could just be like sitting in the lobby of the hotel, like as if you were like waiting for.
He wants
A
time for
celebrity.
there to be a potential to.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
In
right,
the back of a limo.
all right. We can go with the on the way thing.
I mean, it's like you just like pop inside. You look at the body. The bodyguards will look at you.
Yeah.
You can say
Hey.
something to them,
Yeah.
like tuck, drop, and roll.
Well, I could just literally just like pop in, and then even if I only got one on my body control one, I could still say sleep. Yeah.
All right.
But I mean,
we'll do it
I have
on the
to
way.
succeed on my body control.
In fact, we could even do Jeffrey's plan of becoming the person if you so wish. So, change of plans.
You're sitting in a bar, fiddling around with your phone.
Yep.
Variously text between.
I'm drinking. Don't worry.
Of course.
There's more than one reason to go to a bar.
Oh, certainly.
Unless
Give
you're.
me an open endurance to drink without getting drunk.
All right.
We're minors.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm pretty sure at least one of you can get served.
Nothing.
Nothing? You're feeling a little tipsy.
All right.
When you get up, you're like,
Ice. I go, check please, and I make my way home.
the bartender notes to you that you've been paying for your drinks as you've been given them, so there's actually a check. He then
Oh.
suggests, he then asks if he needs to call you a cab.
I do not drive. I will be taking transit.
Well, capital, you're someone else's problem now. Several someone else's problem.
I imagine Baz is like on the bus, and then just like when she like sits outside, it's like, great plan, Matt.
I went there to drink. You didn't necessarily have to show up.
Has hated public transit.
So you two are on the bus?
I had said it as a joke, but you know what?
Sure.
Sure.
Benefit of having the teleport power. You can
Yeah.
often just declare yourself to be somewhere.
We had them all last game, right?
Am I in that bus?
Meanwhile, what are you two doing?
I don't know. What was I doing?
There? I think I lost it.
Only you can answer that.
Oh no.
Well, we would have been waiting for. Like, we would have been like in set positions to support his plan, and then his plan didn't work, so now we're just basically scattering from our positions. So we might have been in the same area, so you could be on the bus too, or you guys could be taking another way home. He could be driving you home in his roommate's car.
Already.
Yeah.
That's
I have the roommate's car.
Borrow the car or steal the car? Want to go
Hey, Bolt.
do you want to go devious or do you want to go cutting green?
Wait, are any of us aware? Am I aware of you? Am I
What's your
aware?
primary finish strategy?
And nobody,
Devious.
yeah,
You are
nobody,
not aware. Okay.
nobody's
aware
aware yet,
of you,
unless you've been using your
so-
powers, because we're all under the halfway point.
no equal or greater than, right?
Equal or greater than?
So
Yeah.
I'm aware of
Makes you
Eka.
Yeah, so you're aware, but the rest of us are not, unless you use your power. I use my power basically all the time. So you're pretty much always activated, so he's like a constant narration. He's gotten totally used to it at this point. It's weirder when it's not talking.
Yeah. So, anyways, I guess devious corruption, or
Sure. Yeah. Devious corruption would be, let me borrow your car, I'll punch you in the face, or something to that effect. Not
devious
necessarily
If
threats,
I
but
can't use
sinful
your car,
persuasion.
you don't get to use
Devious
your
deceit?
car.
Yeah, you can lie about why you need it.
Yeah. Well, that's a pair of threes. I think I knocked that one out.
He tells you to you can borrow his car, but you be sure to gas it up when you bring it back.
Yeah. I will most certainly do that, Paul.
Do you want to roll devious deceit again? There.
That's a thought. Could you psychic out against gasoline? Fuel, like, that's like 2-4 fuel.
Wouldn't he just psychic up an engine in a car that doesn't have one just to make it go?
Yeah, I could. I really could.
Instead of the gas?
Do you refill your car by just sticking your finger in cast nozzle discharge.
By the time it disappears,
There's
you've
no
already...
exhaust coming out of his
It's a
car.
very low emission vehicle.
I mean, I would do a jerry can.
Very fuel efficient.
I think you just sticking your finger in the eggs make it is funnier. But
We can totally. We have a combo now. We have a combo.
Here's the thing, guys. I need more greed. A lot.
so steal stuff.
That's
You're in
that's
a-
the plan.
Aren't you still tipsy in a bar?
All right. Yeah.
Steal people's.
Leaving the bar, I steal a glass. I steal the glass that I was holding.
Really? I'm gonna steal someone
Give me
else's.
cutting greed.
Like, oh, those two making out. Wow.
Yeah, so just pick one.
Like maybe some guy
I'd like-
has a briefcase that was
I'd like to Impossible Beauty to convince the bartender to let me steal like silverware and such.
That's not so much stealing at that point. It's making some of your minion.
There's this
If you
guy.
don't have cutting greed, it just means people will notice when you make it.
All right, yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
they see me take it. That's literally no way for them to not.
Excuse me, you can't take that, sir.
I paid for this goddamn drink and I'm taking it.
Sir, put the glass down.
Break it! Break it!
Sir, put the glass down.
Okay, let it drop.
All right, and yeah, I just let it go.
Smash it on the ground. He tells you to leave.
Okay,
Go home.
and as I leave,
He's trying again.
I'm trying.
Let's steal the
I'd
last
like to
someone's-
stumble over a table and just swipe
Wouldn't it be like
some silverware.
Had to be another cutting greed.
Well, you still see me.
You're really obvious about it.
why don't you just
Oh
like
god.
why don't you just go up to
Stumble
someone's
over there.
jacket and
No,
be
you
like,
can,
I forgot my
If
jacket.
you're really desperate
Leaves.
for it,
There within
you could at some point transfer a point of patience to cunning.
Yeah.
Or so I can be out further.
You also could, lie, take somebody's coat and say it's yours while they're in
Exactly.
the bathroom or something.
I'm gonna take
You can also just grab something and run away.
Someone's at the same hand.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I have an idea for my character getting more greed.
Wait,
Pretend I'm someone else, say, hi, I'm this
Take
I
person.
can't
replace it with a
psychic
fake.
object.
I
That
can
is literally the
easily-
purpose of this.
I can easily up my grade.
All right.
I like
Yeah.
this.
On the way out,
Slight cowardice is running away.
is it raining?
Sure.
Stealing your cheating eggs.
I was hoping for a no.
Okay, no.
Steal an umbrella.
I'm stealing a bunch of umbrellas and running.
We sly cowardice.
Alright. Come on. Pair of fives.
A security guard from the hotel chases you for about a block before giving up.
Yes.
So you flee into the evening with an armful of umbrellas.
Yeah.
All the while going, haha, theft.
You accidentally drop one and it fires a machine gun.
Who's the penguin's
Oh, God.
umbrella?
One of them fires a bolt of rice into your leg. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Demon, protect me.
So you could end the scene there and you can make it appeal.
Cool with that. I go home I go home drunkenly carrying
And
a
you
whole bunch of
open all the
umbrellas.
umbrellas indoors.
Are you taking the bus still, or are you now going home?
I actually hold multiple umbrellas in each hand and use them as walking sticks.
That's hard
And
to do.
I will be taking the bus home.
The bus stop with 4 umbrellas.
I'm gonna be giving these umbrellas away to homeless people now.
Generosity.
Anyway, Vivian, you could argue for Sid.
I would like to be.
That was just stupid.
Well, it was certainly stupid. No one's questioning that.
There's no question. However, the end result.
Greed is steal something you don't need.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Certainly didn't need a double armful of umbrellas.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go, man.
I also reenact singing in the rain, even though it's not raining whatsoever.
But you just hold an umbrella open.
Yes.
As if it were.
Exactly.
You may be remembered at that hotel. But yeah, you can get a point of creep.
Never go in there again.
That's hard to say. It might be the nicest hotel in Kirby.
One of the nicer ones.
I would definitely like to be on the bus he gets on, so that I may just like running commentary and snark.
I get an idea from his thing, except suddenly Vladimir Putin goes in to steal a guy's fancy diamond ring. Is my ring now?
So you mean the Super Bowl
You
ring?
go devious corruption, I'd allow that. To just threaten someone to give you the ring.
Well, I'm gonna have to dead ringer as Vladimir Putin first.
Sure.
2 ones. Or 2
Pair of
sixes.
sixes.
Yeah.
You've left to be a poop.
Yeah. I
Oh,
still
Bob,
have
you have
three.
to hear from me.
Be next to this guy for a little while.
Oh my god, have you seen the Tumblr shit?
It's you have to observe them in some regard. Yeah, that's true. Actually, it has to be someone you've observed a little.
Okay, so the
Principal.
Just
principal,
squeezes them like,
All right.
Man, you are driving his life into the ground.
But then they're gonna look for somebody who hates the principal, and it's gonna draw attention to our school. What about the mayor?
oh, the mayor.
You did watch a press, or you weren't at the press conference. You haven't met the mayor yet.
But he's lived in Kirby. You would see him on the news.
Doesn't mean you've stood next to him for just
Okay.
like a few minutes.
Okay.
Like I believe the level of contact specifies as like
In
peeing
person?
in the next stall is about what you're looking for.
You impersonate
Okay, I was
one of the
really excited to
bodyguards
see
in the
that.
hotel.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yep.
You can impersonate the person you were stealing the ring from.
It's gonna be weird.
yeah, you can say the celebrity needs this, and then you just leave.
Yeah. Yeah. The celebrity needs this ring. So.
He sends you his condolences.
So devious deceit. 2 sevens.
Devious corruption. But yeah,
Up to distance 3, right?
persuade sinfully.
Yeah. Well, 2 sevens.
Are we all just
and-
stealing stuff now?
Apparently.
What's going on now is we're all making desperate bids for powers.
So we can actually use the powers we have. That's the issue.
Y'all should have made all your powers based on your primary stats. You can die super easy, but your demon puts all your stats into the right power. I'm so
So you're walking up to
screwed.
some random person and insisting that Ray Maurice needs this ring.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, I haven't even
Why?
It was a parasite.
The jewelry stores are closed and he's falling madly in love.
And are we starting?
The jewelry stores are closed, and he needs to propose to this prostitute right away.
And how's that my problem?
If you continue fighting, I'll make it your problem.
It would be nice if I had my sheet.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I don't reference.
I'm sorry.
I so doubt.
yeah.
It should be a problem.
So, yeah, that was devious corruption. That was a pair of sevens. Well,
He has a pair of eights.
damn.
Persuade sinfully and threaten him with bodily harm.
Could threaten him.
Yeah, threaten them with bodily harm.
You do have a gun from last session.
Yeah,
Would give you a +1 weapon advantage.
yeah.
If you, just say, if you continue fighting me on this, I'll make it your problem.
If you continue fighting on this, I'll make it your problem.
Alright, yeah, you can give me another roll with
No, don't
say
point
+2 advantage.
Don't. Okay.
I'm already pointing at it.
Sorry.
Never directly threaten.
Yeah.
That is criminal.
What does he care?
I bet you forgot that you're right next to a police station.
No, he didn't.
Okay, so that's a 6. Pair of 2s.
Jeez, well, you got nothing, so.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, okay, jeez. Hands you your ring.
Yeah. And as soon as I'm around the corner, I change into someone else.
Alright, give me that roll.
Someone else.
Now you turn into the principal.
Yeah. All right. Insightful. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even if I get caught, shoplifting, they can't prove it.
That is pair of 2s
I
again.
don't have anything on me. I don't know what you're talking
Yep.
about.
Yeah.
You look like a slightly disheveled principal.
All right.
You hear some sirens approaching.
Yeah. I just calmly walk away.
Alright. What's the keep a straight face roll? Give me insightful deceit, stand by your wicked ways.
Yeah.
Try not to look guilty.
Alright. Crap. Nothing.
Yeah, let's see.
But you don't look like the guy stole it, so worst comes worst, they stop you. They can't search you.
Officer doesn't have anything though. He doesn't see through your disguise.
Yeah.
You can't resist the bit of a smirk. Silly.
I would like to ask you, do you like the way the ring looks?
Not really, no.
Perfect. I argue that because it is a wedding ring, it has
It's not a wedding ring. It's a diamond ring.
Ooh, an engagement ring.
It's in.
Like I had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Wedding
just
rings
plus
don't have
one.
diamonds.
So just plus one.
I argue that he had chosen this ring meticulously.
I argue he did nothing of the sort.
But if he stole the ring off of a woman and it was a diamond ring,
Stole it
It's off a man.
oh,
He was going to use it to propose.
then
You don't know that.
then it's probably not.
It's a ring he was wearing.
So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry.
What kind of ring is
Stole
it?
the ring. That's it.
Is it a class ring?
Costume jewelry.
It's a valuable ring.
All right.
So
It is not-
just 1 point agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
it's
move
not
on.
a point of straight cutting.
I'm trying to help.
Like steal part of the counter.
Would mocking him on the bus count as humiliating
Also,
someone?
even if it was an engagement ring, it's not priceless.
But it's the
Memories are-
A
meaning.
wedding ring, my goodness. Not an engagement ring. They're just a valuable piece of wood.
Yeah. Damn it. What if it was a Super Bowl ring?
That might count.
Yeah.
Damn it. Because that's literally what Vladimir Putin did. He's like, this is a nice ring. And the security guards.
Nice. Anyway, meanwhile, what are you up to?
I was just gonna mock him on the bus for fun, but now I kind of want to mock him on the bus for stats. But I don't feel like
There's no
you get
victory
beat
there.
up.
We're
Yeah.
moving into dirty world territory.
Yeah,
We
that, like,
deliberately pick on and kick the other members of the table to make them better
But
things.
I feel like that wouldn't be significant enough anyway. Not humiliating enough.
If you stabbed him, I'm pretty sure there's one for actively backstabbing a friend.
No, I was thinking
Are we
humiliating.
friends though?
As
You're a
much as
teacher.
any of you are friends with anyone.
My first real friends.
Oh.
Come on.
What would Baz be doing once the plan fell through? Have we already got the equipment to the school?
You could certainly ferry it to the school. You haven't done it yet,
Yeah.
but you can certainly do that.
Could I work in tandem with you on the roof, teleporting into your
How am I
locker,
gonna
and then
get on the roof?
Door?
There's like fire escapes and stuff. There's ways to get onto a roof.
Okay.
And like, I mean, worst comes to worst, you like animate
You just
something.
stand. No, you just stand by my locker.
Yeah, and I just stand by your locker. You teleport it in, then I'm like,
Give me either cunning greed to pick a lock on the door to the roof, or
couldn't she animate something?
sly
to bring her up?
endurance to climb.
Can I just like animate the ladder to bring me up?
You could.
Yeah.
Of course,
Or
if you do that,
animate
you won't be
something
able
to
to
bring me
animate
up,
ladders.
Give me your soulless roll.
So this materialism.
That still sucks.
Has less chance of you falling off a roof, though.
Is there still an active police presence at the school at night?
Oh, yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat? Like inside the school? Or just like...
Not so much in the school, but the area
Okay.
around it.
Okay.
Yeah, but where's the?
I'm teleporting, I really don't care.
No, nothing. I only have 2 in
The
that.
ladder remains stubbornly inanimate.
That's... Oh, you only had 2? Oh.
Cunning. Yeah, cunning greed.
Could still try and climb up there.
Okay.
Or pick the lock.
Well, I mean, if I'm there, I could teleport
I
to
think
the
I'm
top,
actually
release
better
the
at
ladder
just
so it
climbing.
drops.
Wait,
Do
can't
that,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
What?
If I'm there, I can just teleport, release the ladder, because those ladders, the fire escape ladders,
Okay, yeah.
you release, so I can just go up there, release the ladder,
And then teleport back to
and then
school.
teleport back to the school. I will... He's got that route pretty much well. Pretty
I'm
well
not going to
memorized.
roll for teleport here.
Okay, yeah.
Do it eventually.
Well-
You, however, need to give me cunning espionage.
Sneak past all the windows on the way up the ladder.
Not even that. It's to notice if someone wanders into the alley while you're coming up a fire escape.
Can I stand guard while she gets up there? Okay. I don't have any more cunning espionage than she does, but
Go team!
can we combine our dice so that there's 4 dice between us?
No.
I don't know why I roll.
We both got 4s, but I got nothing.
She has 1 die.
Oh, I thought she had 2. Yeah.
You should have 2. Cunning plus espionage.
I have no espionage.
Oh,
Right?
that's.
I have 1 cunning.
Oh yeah, she has no espionage.
Alright.
Yeah. So. But just because we failed our spot doesn't mean that there's people there. It just means we failed to see them if there was.
You're climbing up a ladder. A dumpster nearby opens.
Is it the
And a
homeless man?
scruffy-looking a scruffy-looking man pokes his head out, holding what looks like a half-empty spray paint can. He's like, "Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, evening there, young blood."
I will be rolling body control.
He's waving at Vivian.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna roll body control.
If you want to go down there, you can.
Yeah, you're currently on the roof.
Right.
You gotta poof and then do it.
I'll take out my.
He doesn't seem like he's
Okay.
planning on calling the police.
I know, I'm like,
That's
He
fair.
just said hi to
Okay,
you thus
yeah.
far.
Fair.
I'm like, quiet, and then I wave.
You trying to get up on the roof there? You know, if you hit the door on the inside the right way, it just pops open. I sleep up there sometimes.
Like, thank you. Oh, thank you, kind gentleman.
Why are you not talking?
Because I don't want to give away my location any more than I need to,
What?
I guess.
What is your character currently wearing?
I guess I'm
Bright
wearing
pink
my...
dress.
No, it actually my
I
costume
would
is
say,
bright
would we be in
pink.
our super villainy stuff, or would we be in street clothes?
It's gonna be like... Okay, no, my costume is gonna be like a full-length pink wig with a weird mask, and then like a pink tutu. And oversized gloves.
What's your name?
Shadow Echidna.
Give me patient generosity to see how good your costume looks.
Okay. Nothing.
Wow. Yeah, it looks pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's fair.
The mask is a piece of cardboard with foil stuck over it to make it sparkly.
Yep.
We said we were gonna hit a
It's
thing
not so
after
much
school.
a dress as
No, I
it is
thought-
a pink cardigan, which you've attached a couple of like dishcloths to make sleeves.
I was gonna have a
But the
store
thing is,
bought
last week we said that we were gonna hit a costume shop after school, like after they
haven't
did
yet,
their
though.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I kind of okay,
It's
fair.
all well and good to say you're planning on doing stuff.
Fair.
You have to
I just
actually
kind of
do it
assumed
though.
we kind of skipped forward though, so I just kind of
No,
assumed.
why would I skip something that hilarious?
All right, we're in
that
temporary
after.
stuff. We're in
Do that after.
temporary
It's
stuff.
fine.
Yeah.
He seems nice enough.
Yeah.
He's not convinced you're
Yeah, but
real.
it's not worth the meat for
That's
That
fair.
too.
get bombarded by that.
Anyway, you can climb up onto the roof. The homeless guy holds the ladder for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely unnecessary because it's bolted to the fire escape, but he does it anyway.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm like, yay! Salute.
You can get up there onto the roof,
Yay.
where there's a pile of stuff with a
Couldn't afford them.
sheet thrown over it. Looks like it's been rained on a little bit.
Yeah.
Or
You pull it aside, you can see one of the boxes has been opened and some padding has been left down. Looks like someone has been taking a nap on it, using it as a pillow.
Yup. And
So I get your locker combination from you.
Yeah.
And then go back to the school.
Teleporting it down to the ground level as it were.
oh, you're gonna
And
grab.
she's gonna poof it to her locker.
Okay, poofing has a range of 30 feet. Or something like that.
Unless it's
Location she's intimately
yeah.
familiar with, which is why it's specifically to her locker. And I'm going to be waiting outside her
Slowly
locker.
bounce single pieces of equipment over there.
Yeah, that's why this is gonna be a day. This is gonna be our like
A night.
a night. This is gonna be
You can give me patient greed.
okay. At least I have some greed. I have at least I've got a pair of 3s.
Alright. Yep. You do not attract the attention of Officer Garcia. You do, however, attract the attention of Principal Best.
He's in the
Who's
school.
wandering down the hallway at some point. He's like, sees you just like taking like a knee pad out
In
of
my
one of those big giant like goalie pads out of your locker. He just looks
like,
at
is
you.
that even your locker?
I imagine it would
Let's
be
see if
you
he
were
knows.
if you were in costume. I imagine.
He's not very good at knowing things about
Would I be in
students.
costume?
You're at the school.
He does not know for sure.
But you're at
what
the
you're up to.
school. Right?
Yeah. Would I be in costume?
Probably
Yes.
not.
Not because you're at
Kinda
the
the
school.
All right, fair.
She hid this as a joke. She also hid this. And this.
Notices you taking out of the locker as he walks by like, Keep a giant goalie hat in the locker.
It's like,
Whatever, I don't care. I'm talking to students.
yeah, he's like leaving. It's just nonchalant.
During school hours you're doing this?
Well, no, because in the evening. We've already did performance in the evening. So I imagine it's just like just late enough that it's reasonable there'd still be students at the school.
Well, if
but,
it takes you a while to do this,
but
you're either doing part of it during school
why is he
hours
still
or part
there?
of it
It's already
after
been
hours.
it's already been
I think it's gonna be
established
like
that he's not there that way.
it's gonna start at 5 to 6, and then it's gonna drag on.
I'm just gonna be there like all night. We can always say that
As
like,
you're taking some of the risks, shouldn't you be going home now?
oh yeah, I just forgot some equipment.
You have to prepare for the
You mean
Yeah,
devious
practice.
deceit.
I've like gotta make sure our team is in full.
He has a pair of sixes.
Oh fuck. Pair of fives. Pair of eights! Pair of eights! Suck it, Principal Man!
So you dance a victory jig as he goes, well, whatever, and leaves. Quietly dance
We could
a
either
jig
say
by.
the locker is by one of your classrooms and store it there, or I could just be teleporting it straight into the equipment locker.
that.
Just like one piece till by the time I get back, we have like a timing thing.
There's a point where you come back, the locker's like bowed out.
I took too long.
There's
I'm
like 6
teleporting. It's
helmets in it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's teleporting them one at a time. And it's like, okay, count to 30, do
No,
another
I'm
one.
just like,
How are you typing this, coordinating this? Do you like text each other? Just out, next.
no, I think it's like synchronize stopwatches and go. I do have a cell phone.
I
You
don't
necessarily
actually
know
have.
how long it's going to take her to get
I
something
don't
out of
actually have a cell phone. Mine was stolen.
You had an
and I haven't gotten
opportunity to get
another one.
one.
it. Yeah.
It
Tell me to
wasn't.
steal one for you. No, you still need a network. It's okay, you can use someone else's phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have borrowed someone else's.
Yeah. Can I borrow someone's phone?
Whose phone did you borrow?
Who's gonna lend me their phone?
I'm sure Baldric will be happy to lend you his.
Kenny dreamed of you stealing his phone. Eventually he's going to notice this.
We just delete the text message conversation afterward.
Nope.
You're going to try and steal his phone. And we put your room and says, what the fuck are you doing?
You could confiscate your daughter's cell phone for the night.
No, not happening.
Oh.
Because then that would
Okay,
incriminate.
All right,
Anybody-
fine, Baldric. I won't give her your phone. I'll give him mine. I give.
Who your phone? What?
Never mind.
So I'll borrow your phone. Awesome, thank you.
You prick.
I have to get a new
I'm not
phone.
using my car again.
Oh, we shall see.
Storms
Well,
off
shall see.
angrily
We
into his
will
room.
see about that. Alright. So we'll use the phones to coordinate this long process.
Send his mental image of a phone conversation that's like 300 messages long. It just says
Next.
next K, next K.
Not even. It'll be like, okay.
I'm sure that's not a suspicious phone record.
The person was spamming me with O's, so I just kept spamming with K's back to annoy them.
Clearly.
Haven't you ever
need
played
some
this
other
game?
kind of communication?
Anyway,
I'll get another burner eventually. So yeah, that's a
you have
night.
moved a bunch of equipment into the equipment shed.
Yep. I need to revitalize the team spirit.
That's taken most of the evening.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What did I get out of this? Did you promise to do something for me?
What? What do you want? I have nothing to offer except for a position on the team. I can make you a first stringer.
That sounds like work.
But think of the satisfaction of whooping the whooping the other
I would
team.
say no to that, but you should offer like, oh, but you get to get out of the house.
Yeah, when we, when we have game stuff that keeps you out of the house, and that's why I'm on this team.
Maybe.
It's a good excuse for going places too. Like, oh yeah, basketball practice.
What are the rest of you doing?
I guess so.
I'm going home and sleeping off the drunk.
Alright.
Fair.
Go and do that.
I'm going to investigate the club that my brother's at.
Sure. You heading over there or are you scrying it?
want to go close enough where I could scry it, but close enough that if anything weird's going on that truly is necessary, then I'll be able to get there some more.
Are you wearing your costume?
Yes.
We're gonna get a better costume.
So there's Ladybug.
No,
Park
I'm not,
Jens.
if I'm in costume, I'm gonna bring the ladybug.
Are
In
you
public
getting there?
transit?
You go in public transit in your costume.
No, on top of public transit.
I haven't done anything wrong in it yet.
The thing that is
Well, when you start walking onto the bus in a ski mask in the middle of September, they tell you to take off the ski mask.
No.
You say
You're
I'm
not getting
horribly.
on the bus.
You can say
They
you're
won't stop
horribly
you from getting on the
disfigured.
You will.
You can say you're horribly disfigured.
There's cameras, there's CCTV on buses.
yeah, but
And
like
you're not
like
allowed to cover
Fine.
your face.
yeah,
They will
but
tell
the
you to take your head down.
well, the driver
I'll
won't. But
take
if
a
there's
bite.
but they'll send a security guy to the bus who will.
No, but the driver will just say,
I'll take
you're
a
not,
bite.
you're not allowed to get on the
But
bus.
these
but
are
they can't
impoverished
stop.
Where you get the
buses.
Yeah.
They just shut the door.
Yeah, they just tell you to fuck off the bus, close the door, and leave without you.
That's okay. I was
You can try
operating
and
under the
fist fight the
assumption.
driver if you want.
I was
See how that
operating
goes
under the
better.
assumption she was already on the bus. It's just like
No.
it's the same thing
She's
where
standing
like
at a bus stop dressed like that.
okay, then
The
yeah,
bus
they probably
doesn't
wouldn't stop. Yeah, they probably wouldn't stop. They probably just wouldn't stop. Yeah.
No, they could stop. They
It's
just
a
wouldn't open the door.
cosplay.
But yeah, but no, like it's they work on the same
Wanna ride
principle
a
that like
bicycle
retail
across
workers
town?
work. If you see someone, if you're working retail, you see someone steal something. you
First of
don't
all,
stop them.
do you own a bicycle?
I do, but I don't want to use it.
Where are you getting a bicycle then?
On that note, I know where there's lots of cars. But don't.
Well, if I'm gonna steal a bicycle, I might as well just steal a car.
You can give me cutting green to steal a car.
Don't have any of that.
Stealing your sheet again, someone wants to take
No,
it.
all that means is that I would get caught if I do so, but I'm in costume. That would mean I would run. That would mean I would have a police chase going on, so it's not. That would completely avoid the point. I'll just take. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go somewhere safe on change. I'm gonna just go home, scry, and just do some research.
You haven't really left home yet, but there, scry the clothes you want. I love how the idea of just putting your costume in a bag never occurred to you. Changing there.
It did, but she's not smart enough for that. Let's see, got 2 6s,
See your stats.
2 9s, 3 9s.
Sure.
You can get a good solid view of the club. People are
I'm
dancing
lacking
around.
here.
Fancy red lights going on.
Yes, I notice. I need you to
You don't
have
see
some of
anyone you
that.
recognize in there.
Oh, yeah, it's like the inner works of the place.
Around like back rooms, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you can see here and there in the back room, you can see guys dressed similar to the guy that was with your daughter. You don't see him around, nor do you see your daughter around, but you see a bunch of them hanging around in the back room, counting money and whatnot.
I may be able to generally draw this. This is like something that seems to be drawn.
Secondaries. Or I guess
The symbol on their hat or something,
doesn't.
right?
Oh, those are the aspects.
Have you never seen one of those hats?
Those are the ones that just get
5950 hats? It's like a baseball cap. It has a shiny sticker that says 5950 on it.
Oh.
They sell them all over the place.
Oh,
It's not like a gang sign. It's just a stupid hat they sell.
okay. Thinking. Where do they store all their money?
In the back room, in a lockbox.
The lockbox? How big's the lockbox?
They keep it in the safe.
Alright, I got some
Thinking here.
new kid.
I think the rest of you doing something while he's thinking.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking.
I'm gonna go steal
Well, I
stuff.
stole a ring.
Because I'm activated, because you're using your powers.
You
What
got
are you going
horribly
off
drunk.
to steal?
Probably a better wig and a mask.
Yes,
Are you guys going to go rob a costume shop?
yes.
Alright, are you enlisting
I like
anyone
that
else's
part.
help with this?
So you can spot things. You want to come?
Teleporter
Drunk.
boy.
Yeah.
I'll do it in exchange for something else.
Hey, what are you doing? He was activated.
I'm busy. We're trying to get pretty.
You're trying to get pretty. Oh, I like getting pretty.
Exactly. No, I'm texting Sebastian, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's like, I
Hey,
helped you.
Sebastian.
Oh, God.
Are you going to assist them in robbing a costume place?
Yeah, sure. All 4 of us.
As I notice everyone at the table is sort of staring blankly and bored.
Sorry.
Well, we can all use costumes and,
Yep.
like, accessories.
After
After
it's just spent
this-
the whole evening moving sporting equipment.
After
No,
this,
it's like
I
5
watched
a.m. It's like,
some
hey, you want to go rob a
that-
costume store?
After this, there is a dance club which has a lockbox full of money. Now, it's not a bank, so it's not going to be anything like stupid like sequential bills or anything like that. And there
Bring
would
the
be a risk
lockbox
involved,
to me.
but
I'll put the lockbox in my locker.
It does occur to you that the main reason the school even needs buses is to ferry kids around gang territory without them being shot. If there weren't gangs, you wouldn't need buses.
Seems like really hard to accomplish.
Yeah, it's almost
No,
as if
it's not. We could just get him to we'll just help him overthrow a gang.
And then he runs the gang in the area.
Don't
the
you
gang's
want
under
a
strict-
gang?
I'm one of them.
Exactly.
And it was under strict rules like don't harass the kids. So it's a perfectly safe area for kids.
Alright,
Just like,
let's go get our costumes.
okay,
Alright.
yeah, let's go get some costumes.
Heading down to a party supply warehouse.
Yeah,
Probably
in our
early,
shitty,
very, very early morning.
in our current shitty
Probably
costume.
in the middle of the night currently.
I'd like
4
to
a.m.-ish.
walk up. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the door.
Wait, why doesn't she scribe first determine the location of the security cameras?
sure.
I mean, you just block them out.
Then I
You
can
already
just
rolled
go
back,
in.
but it's fine.
Spray paint silly
You
string over it.
can scan around, look around in there. It is a costume supply warehouse.
So probably not a lot of security.
No.
Sweet.
There is a security camera. It points at the door from behind the till. That is it.
Sweet.
Hey, Mr. Computer Tech guy,
You do notice that there's like a little alarm keypad on a wall.
that only activates if we go through the door.
So we don't go through
Banish
the
it.
door.
What happens if I just banish it away?
Well, it's a motion sensor.
Yeah, motion sensor.
Is there a security guard walking around?
No. No.
Oh, damn it! That was what I was hoping
your
for.
way.
Yeah. Is there, would we know anyone who works there?
Why don't you
No,
just
this is just
go
like-
in
and
and let
just-
us in through the back door?
Like,
you
I'm
probably still
thinking
be
if I
alarmed.
could meet with the guy
But-
beforehand. Oh, meet with the guy as the guy who I stole the ring from?
Why don't you banish a chunk of the wall
Well, okay.
out and we all just walk in and steal what we want?
I can do that.
I mean,
Put
it's
socks
not
over
exactly
it.
going to.
Yeah, in our shitty costumes
I
that we
mean,
have right
stuff
now.
is going to be missing regardless. So
Yeah.
leaving like a hole in the wall isn't exactly going to be
If we-
any less
if we-
weird.
If we waited till we want the costumes before we do our big thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I was saying if we waited, we could figure out who the guy who like leaves is, who like punches in the
That's
alarm.
too
We
much
can just
work.
shapeshift into him, get the code, and then.
Yeah.
But that takes too much time, unfortunately.
Oh.
Can't I could just okay
banish
with
out
my
part of the
crap soulless materialism roll like let us in keypad.
Does that work?
It animates the keypad. It would stop functioning as a motion detector.
No.
Why not just?
It would start being a flying thing that clamped onto people's faces.
Wait, is the
Then why don't we just banish that?
question? The single camera is pointed at the door. Does it happen to point at the security keypad?
Probably not.
Yeah, I would say that'd be a really dumb choice, but because that'd be hilarious because I could just go in, look at the security footage, and then
So why don't you banish it?
Okay.
yeah,
I'll try
okay.
to.
If the alarm's gonna go, that'll
You
take
guys
the
arrive
alarm.
in the alley behind the building.
Yep.
Give me a banish roll.
Are you banishing the keypad or like a part of the wall?
Banishing a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Okay,
that. That is
pull
a
the
whole
wall.
wall.
But
are
aren't
you
there
gonna put
motion
it?
detectors?
We don't know if there's motion detectors, and I mean,
Put
what's
it-
the worst?
Put it next to you, leaning against the current wall, like
Put what?
the
Part
wall.
of
Yeah.
Like keep it
Like,
together so that we
what
can put
if
it back.
I it's
I'm
per
gonna try
weight,
to become
you know?
the guy I stole the ring
just-
from.
No, but guys, you know it's weight.
Why do you
For
guys
some reason,
always
it's
roll
mass
into
and
your
weight.
pile of
So
dice?
if I can't roll high enough, I
Why
just
does it always roll a handful
small
of dice and
hole.
then re-roll one of them rather than rolling an extra die?
I hope it's
Question.
cinder block. At least it's hollow.
I got nothing.
You think this is a hole in the wall?
You can make the hole in the wall whatever shape you want.
Yeah, but it depends
Yeah.
how much of it. I get.
I'm like, what are you trying to
Pair
do?
sevens.
Kool-Aid, man. Kool-Aid.
There's Evans there. Yep.
It's oh yeah.
What shape's the hole? Is it butterfly shaped?
Yes.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
Alright.
Better believe it is.
Banish
What'd you get on the roll?
What?
What'd you get on the roll?
2 sevens.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Yep. It opens into a back room, which just has a desk, some paperwork on it, a filing cabinet, and a door, which probably leads into the sales floor.
Yeah.
Alright, how do I look?
The
We're
same.
in the
I
same.
rolled nothing, so exactly the
Guys.
same.
You look exactly the same.
Maybe one
No, you
tag.
just look like a really shitty version of that guy.
I don't know
Okay.
who that is.
Alrighty. Well, as long as I'm disguised, I'll be the first
No.
one in.
You don't even need a disguise, really.
Why not go non-Euclidean, which I would allow you to do, and just walk through in non-Euclidean form?
Well, I don't want to lose one of my virtuous strategies.
You wouldn't. Wait.
You would.
Oh.
When you activate an aspect, it does that.
Yeah.
Activating them or at least asking to have them activated is inherently sinful. It's only when a demon activates without you asking them that it's potentially doesn't.
So you want to egg him on to activate the thing.
I'm almost tempted with the foolishness of a crappy disguise to just force it upon him.
He used his powers, so you are aware.
It's funny. What is non-Euclidean based on?
Non-Euclidean, it is based on...
Devious. And his devious is 3. You can certainly switch it on without asking him.
Yep.
But he would get to move one of his
Possibly.
possibly get to move his devious things to us.
You would roll 3 dice. If you get a set, the aspect just turns on. If you don't get a set, the aspect still turns on, but he slides 1 devious to inside.
Nope, I'm doing it. As he walks up to the door, he opens it, and immediately I'm gonna go, no, crappy disguise is stupid. Non-Euclidean.
Sure, give me 3 dice to roll.
Nothing.
Nothing. Alright, slide a devious to insightful, but you are
Or
not
any other
Euclidean.
one, right?
You are an angular mass of terrifying shapes.
Yeah.
Where do I hit it?
Max insightful.
Oh, that's bad. Bad for you there, demon.
Did not know that.
Yep, that's real bad.
So what is that?
Max insightful means it's possible for him to get exercised.
He's gonna lose it.
No, if he doesn't go for the exorcism, I think it's within like a week. It just goes away anyway.
No.
Anyway, there's a hole in the wall.
You don't even know how to do an exorcism.
You have a cloud of shapes and angles.
I guess we'll send that in first. Before I kick it where I don't know where.
So I guess I'm just, yeah, there's no worry about me being recognized anywhere.
No, it's really not.
I recognize that rectangle. No, it changed into...
Do you even bother to destroy this camera?
You
stuck on the
fool.
machine.
But as long as we don't go by the door,
Why
we don't
would
need
you
to.
attempt to... Why would you even attempt to reveal our identity? I need you to do bad things whilst remaining anonymous.
Sounds like you're talking with a list.
That.
Yeah. Anyway, as long as we don't go by the door into range of the camera, we don't even need to disable it. As soon as
Look,
we
I
roll
just
something
pass
else.
everything out through the Kool-Aid Man wall.
I don't even need to...
Sure.
I can banish stuff to you!
Yep. I can just teleport in, get what I want, and leave.
You know, just picking it up and carrying it is probably faster than managing things one at a time.
Up to you. Just let me know what you're doing.
I'm gonna teleport in, basically look at the masks, pick one, and then leave.
gonna
Because
find a safe
everything
outlet
else is like
for
a
some sort of
jacket. I guess I'll see if I find leather pants. Not leather pants, just something that looks vaguely like leather pants.
Leather
You find
studded,
plastic pants.
No.
leather studded pants.
You find something that looks like leather pants.
I'll like just like rob a hot topic
Leather
or something
cap.
later.
Here, give me a teleport roll.
Okay.
Wait, are you not gonna go mess with the keypad and stuff?
No, the alarm's probably going to go off eventually. It's just
Yeah.
a question of whether or not you're going to still be relevant.
Yeah, I just find something that looks vaguely reptilian and
I didn't
steal
get
that.
any pairs. I didn't get any pairs, so I guess I'm walking in through the hole.
I don't know, where's the...
I'll try and
alarm
teleport
thing?
away once I've got it.
There's a keypad on the wall.
Before this, I have a question about
As
giant.
you wander into the room, you hear
Can I just touch
mildly
it?
annoying.
Yes.
I have a question.
Can I just
Do my clothes grow with me when I go giant?
Up to
think
your
so.
demon.
Same guy, is that what you're doing?
Except for when it's appropriate for your shirt to rip off.
Well,
Yeah.
they did make you
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Hulk.
astonishingly beautiful.
It's gonna be like the Hulk, only the pants.
Only the pants survive.
You're gonna need a lot of shirts.
Only the pants. And a mask if you're wearing
Since the
it.
alarm has started,
Steal like a 20-pack of shirts while you're in there.
yeah. So since the alarm is going off,
I'm sorry.
let's just grab our shit and go. I'm going to the mask section. I find a ferret. This looks dumb enough.
Yep.
I leave.
It's a quality dumb mask.
Yeah.
The rest of you grab it.
If I find like a
Like Dr.
tacky
Mask.
leather jacket,
Plague Doctor mask. Nice.
I'm grabbing all the body paint I can find.
There's an abundance of it.
The
Most of it
rainbow
is in
Avenger.
No. Silver. And no green and red. Yeah.
Looks like Christmas.
Christmas robot. What are you grabbing?
Also grab a wig.
What would be a good headpiece for?
I'm assuming my mask stays on.
Night helmet.
but also
A
my
night helmet.
Go big too.
Preferably one of the round ones.
A what?
A night helmet.
A metal helmet like a knight in shining armor wears.
Oh, alright. We'll find any metal ones here, that'll be plastic.
but that's fine. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to
Shitty
wear.
plastic helmets.
You also don't want to wear a big heavy metal helmet around. Just throw that out there. I was gonna throw out the gloves that I stole from the sporting goods store. They're like the baseball style gloves, and they're brown. Just because I want brown boots and brown gloves for my ferret aesthetic.
I'm also gonna steal like a Cyclops visor and a morph suit mask. It's the stretchy kind.
Sure.
Alright. Guess that's my
Could be
costume.
one of those like
Tutu.
latex
Costume
boots
boots.
that are.
Sure. Do you get like anime girl costume boots that have like big sparkles and wings on them?
Yes.
Nice.
Can
So
I
you
find-
look like an anime girl with a plague doctor's mask on.
I wanted something more echidna-ish, anything with a long nose. So it could have been a plague doctor, it could have been a Tengu, but I think they're more likely to have plague doctor.
Here.
Floor-length wig.
There's a toucan mask. There's a big beak on it.
Maybe. I'll grab that as a replacement.
Oh, I take something that's vaguely reptilian and also a big cape.
Sure.
Alright. So, am I going to be able to find appropriate jackets and pants here?
Sure.
Okay, then yes. Okay, good, let's go.
You robbed a big costume.
I
also have,
teleporting away.
Sure.
I am GTFO. I got a pair of 9s.
Yep,
I got out of there promptly.
the rest of you can roll whatever you want to try and flee into the night. Sly cowardice is the obvious option.
There's slight cowardice. Or there is in... Oh, that's my aspect. I could... can I, like, change into something else with... Like, put my clothes on and then change into something else and then I change back to have my...
You're non-Euclidean,
Yeah.
You're currently non-Euclidean.
Okay.
You could just flee as a swirl of colorful shapes and patterns.
Yeah.
Floats over the city.
A police car pulls up front. One of them attempts to shoot at you.
All hail.
You did
Perplexed. He's not sure what he's looking at. He gets nowhere. Bullets skip off nearby buildings.
I am the guardian of forever.
I was gonna ask if I can hide inside his non-Euclidean mask. Damn it.
I had an idea, by the way, for a
Alright.
Remind me later.
The rest of you
treehouse?
fleeing. He's currently
Yeah.
occupying an officer. The rest of you could probably just run out the back.
Yep.
Sure.
Through the Kool-Aid hole.
Oh, 2 9s.
Can I just stand there and just gloat in victory in front of the officers as they try to shoot me?
Sure, give me your gloating.
I am the guardian of forever. You cannot harm me, you pathetic mortals.
Wow. Give me devious corruption. See if you can scare him into running away.
I'm very happy with what you're doing.
I also took a bunch of shiny things that I liked.
Yes.
Small
Nothing.
things.
Force them to bow before me.
Stickers on everything.
He goes, oh yeah? He goes into the truck. He gets out the shotgun. He'll try and shoot you. He gets nothing though.
Yeah.
Frowns.
Gloat in victory.
Then gets in his car and runs away. Starts radioing for backup. Says there's some sort of giant colorful cloud of geometry. It's calling itself the Guardian of Forever. It's robbing a costume supplier on Walnut. It's got a couple of tote bags. I'm not. Please advise. Over.
Now the front
I
end.
just calmly walk off down the street.
That was a good motion.
Tote bags trailing behind you. No.
He just glides along the ground,
That's what I'm thinking.
kind of.
It's like,
Does he
sometimes
have
it's like,
feet?
these guys have
He
two
can't
legs,
exactly
one leg,
fly,
so lined
but-
up,
Yeah.
potentially
He looks like a cloud of shapes, though.
Is he vulnerable to a fan that goes?
Not particularly. You guys fled into the night with your various costumes.
I got a pair of ones, by the way.
Is anyone's demon not active?
Did anyone not use powers? Did you use any powers?
Do anything? Yeah, you are inherently sinful. I think your demon auto looks at you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You banished, you
Yeah.
teleported, you tried to
I'm
do
always
several things. So yeah, you're all active.
All right.
All the demons can make arguments.
I think you stole some stuff. So agreed.
I don't mind.
So, can I get an espionage for gloating in victory?
Yeah, absolutely.
go for it.
Good, I have my first point in espionage.
I stole an inordinate amount of face paint, just saying.
But you need that face
You
paint,
deal gotten
unfortunately.
gains is like robbing a bank, Brendan.
I'm not saying the +2. I'm just saying,
Certainly, any of you could make a case for +1 greed. You
I
certainly stole stuff.
don't need that much paint.
If you can think of something else to give me, I will.
No, I can't think
Yeah,
of
all I
anything
can
else.
think of is greed for you.
Or I don't know.
I didn't actually steal anything. I couldn't
You
decide.
didn't punch nobody.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Did you learn
Did
anything?
you not take anything?
No, I couldn't
You
think of
didn't
anything.
take the
Okay.
knight's helmet, Ethan? Yeah, at your lord's suggestion.
You want more powders?
Sorry, I'm just like I keep stealing your sheets.
You're not.
I didn't
Who did I
sin
humiliate?
for
I
sheer
usually steal
precision.
Vivian's, but she's on the wrong side.
Where's this written, damn it?
Wow, I am incredibly disappointed in you. You are just like, wow.
Wow. I mean, there's indecision, and then there's that.
I am annoyed at the fact that you did not manage to make the policeman bow before you. However, your gloating made me quite happy.
Yep. Yeah, you just stole stuff.
Are the rest of you just tagging greed?
I think so.
Except for Corey, who gets apparently nothing.
Stop.
Nice. You do still have a knitted wolf's balaclava, though. His character knitted his ski mask.
The sticky stuff fell off.
Yeah, I'll just.
Cowardice
I
for
assume I'm gonna get the
humiliating
greed
someone.
there.
Yeah, he wasn't humiliated.
No.
I now have my greed maxed out.
You can only get one sin anyways, so
Now,
yeah.
One sin per scene, yep.
okay, now question.
You
So
can attempt to argue repentance.
once your thing is maxed out,
I didn't hurt nobody.
Once your what is maxed out.
Once one of your little skills, which I cannot remember,
Tactics.
thank you, is maxed out. If you then end up taking another point to it, what happens?
It adds to the strategy above it.
Okay.
So
which
if you
works.
add greed when you're already full of greed, you add a cunning.
So
Worth noting though, if you're max greed and something would cause you to add 2 greed, you still only add 1 cunning.
Okay,
Blows
that's
over. Okay.
for me. I can max out my cunning and my greed and no
Or
penalty to myself. That works out
Maybe you
super
could get
for
like
my advantage.
becoming an institution.
I want some espionage though. I need to start mocking people.
Becoming an institution is like becoming a cult.
Or becoming a mafia boss.
Yeah.
And
It's like you are now
generosity
leading a gang of.
for helping
Can I
that
argue-
guy.
It's basically +1 for getting someone to do your bidding, +2 for getting a bunch of people to do your bidding,
Your argument.
plus
Generosity
demons
for
for getting
helping me and my team.
people to worship you as a god.
Yeah.
I get generosity.
Can I
for
argue
helping
courage? I showed mercy
Help
to
someone
the...
with no expected gain for stealing stuff? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I can
As
do
long.
that.
Yeah.
You helped by doing something evil. You did help for no expected gain.
Yeah. Although
can
she
I
actually
argue
did
courage?
demand
I did
something
not
for it,
attack
but I don't
the
think
two
it was
cops who were
good. It was,
shooting
you
at
didn't get anything good for it.
I do not see that as mercy.
No, they keep.
I would say no.
Like, you have to have them
They're sticky.
They're coming off their sticky.
essentially groveling before you.
It really more, it's a case of it has to be someone you want to kill, but don't, because it's wrong.
Or it's also somebody you have power over, and then you choose not to do it.
You more avoided a conflict rather than demonstrated mercy.
If we were looking for a secret villainous hideout, by the way, I did have one idea, just passing idea as I was driving here on the way, because Baz's family had once upon a time been well off in their house, but all of their assets were seized when his father was, tried and everything. So there is the
Baz
empty
cave.
Lafayette Manor sitting somewhere.
Is it empty?
Well, how it would be a hard place to sell. It
Necessarily.
could just still be. I was saying, like, we could maybe make it police. It would be a police asset. Which,
Well, it would be a bank asset, probably. Yeah.
But they
well,
don't
if
sell
they
it.
seize it,
If we're
yeah,
looking for
but
a
they auction
hideout,
it.
Like if the police sees it, they would just auction it off.
Yeah,
And someone
but
would
they-
get it ridiculously cheap.
Okay, fair.
But
if we're looking for this hideout, there is a certain dance club which we could seize with some gangs.
There's an abandoned car in the next one.
I mean, worst comes to worst, there are many places that we could
An
even-
abandoned RV in the next lot over.
I was trying to pick something thematic.
Yeah, it turns out the RV isn't abandoned. It's used by some chemistry teacher and this hip-hop kid, or kid who thinks he's hip-hop.
Like the crackhead.
Yeah, he's making a.
I know,
Really?
it's a pretty bad one. I got that.
Are you on board with the whole, raiding the dance club thing? Thin out the gang in the area a bit. Also,
Yeah,
get
a
some money.
lockbox worth of thing. That would be worth something.
I don't mind helping.
Half for
it wouldn't score money. You'd earn
have to
points
go
of
to the
generosity for stealing it.
okay.
Because it's stealing from
That's
bad
worth
guys.
noting. If you steal something that is just straight money, like actual cash, it does add generosity.
Let's do it.
Because generosity is measured in how much money you actually have.
Let's do it.
You can get greed and generosity by stealing stuff.
I will do that happily.
I'm not
take it.
loaded with enough sin yet.
I'll take
Oh my
cunning
God.
and generosity for that.
Look at what day is
It's
this?
about
'cause
5 in the morning now.
on a weekday.
Do we have
Probably.
School tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. It's okay. I think they'll understand if I sleep in class. Actually, more importantly, would they know I'm gone?
The real question is, does Baz have basketball practice tomorrow?
Is there a day Baz does not have basketball practice?
Yes, he doesn't actually have basketball practice every single day. He's not that.
Not sure to popular.
You do need to actually have downtime in between practices. And
Is
what?
it just weekdays?
I'm trying to remember whether we had. No, he doesn't have it every single day. I'd say maybe 3 days a week he has basketball practice. So it'd be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
But the first question is, it would change though depending on like produce and stuff. But the real question is, and sometimes it's the morning, sometimes it's the afternoon. But the real question
Let's say it's Thursday morning.
it's Thursday morning, because I was trying to figure out where we were in our timeline. It's Thursday, like right now it's Thursday morning?
It's coming on Thursday morning.
Okay, so I don't have basketball practice. We're good then.
Want to steal the radio station on Friday? People.
Friday is when the show is.
Yeah, makes sense.
Luckily, on Thursdays, I have 2 open blocks in the morning. 2 open blocks. Like, I don't have
He's gonna
classes in
sleep
the morning.
during free class.
Do you?
I do not. I have.
No. Why don't you just argue it's computer class, but since all the computers are smashed,
Are they smashed?
You can give me patient generosity for status to see how many prep periods you have.
because the computers are all smashed by the.
They were heavily smashed.
Pair 2s.
Pair of 2s, alright. I'll say you have a preparatory period earlier in the day.
Alright.
You certainly don't get 2 back-to-back. I don't know of any educators who luck out and get 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, we've both got comp sci, right?
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to have like 6 of them in a total.
In his first class of the day,
You have one block off and then comp sci.
Yeah. And which,
At which point, we all sit down and I go, alright, practice your typing. And you go,
then
but
we
sir,
kidnap
we
our
have no
computers."
keyboards. And I go, then
There's
use,
still keyboards, there's
then,
no screen.
then use pen and paper.
Just draw a keyboard and just practice with it.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
This
we're like,
is stupid. Detention.
it's gonna be like open textbook. Boom.
I will do that. In fact, I will give detention to the kid who complains. And when he opens his mouth to complain once more, I will go, ha ha ha, shut your face.
You be devious corruption.
That's real easy for me.
Aren't we still going to the nightclub, or is that another day?
This is tonight potentially. I would argue we should do it after the heist.
I would argue that as well.
Sure. You got a costume. I haven't taken off the
I got
tags
a
yet.
pair of 5s and pair of 3s.
His trip 8s. Ah! He tells you you're not the boss of him. He'll talk if he wants to. Or he has detention. What are you gonna do, huh?
That kid.
There's no computers.
I
What's the
pull
point
out
of this class?
a grade sheet, and I'm just like, that's 2 points.
Well, I care. I'm failing this class anyway, you dick.
No, you weren't.
Just be like,
Sure I was. That's
Oh,
what you
this is-
said yesterday.
This one you could yell like, I can go into the system and
Why don't
change
you
your
just say
grades and
you'll get him transferred to his class? Because that class actually requires work.
How do you
don't
even
wanna
still
be
have a
here.
job?
Ooh.
You fail miserably at attacking you, personally.
I rebut
You have
with
a job. There's no computers left. Why are you even here?
there are computers left, just in the main office. And they need me to take care of them. It's called job security, idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Job security. So all that stuff I keep hearing about them shutting down the school. That what?
I'm just gonna.
Hypothetical. Mumbo jumbo.
I don't know what you're possibly talking about.
We're out. I'm out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
The next to you. The
I
desk.
drew a keyboard. I put
You get a pair of
stickers on
fives.
it, and then I
How does one
sleep and
defend?
drool on it.
Alright. He is attacking your deceit, incidentally. What he has done is he has exploited what's known as a secret, which is kind of like a weapon advantage used in social attacks. In this case, the fact that the school is closing. That's not supposed to be public information. Alright, you're not sure how this kid found that out.
So I defend with.
The rest of the class is surprisingly going, wait, they're closing the school? What?
I'm asleep.
Probably also asleep.
I just go over. I go over to the phone and I'm just like, actually, yeah, I go over to the
I
office,
just
like the
asked him,
phone,
how do you know
and I
that?
dial the office. I ask to speak to the principal. I'm assuming he's in the office.
Yeah, probably eventually by now.
I just like.
Since he's in the office, I go, there's a kid who knows about the,
Don't confirm it.
Big Latin school closure.
Just be
I'm going, hey, I go,
Well, if he rams, he's only
No, it's Big Latin
He
school
just
closure.
said it loudly
No.
in class. All the
Yeah.
other students are now talking about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why
I
would
don't know why you're whispering.
why would you just
want
like
to
in
confirm
response to him
You
say
could
like,
roll to try and claim that's a lie.
Yeah, that's
You could give me devious deceit.
yep, I will do so. The school will not, if I have anything to do about this, the school won't be closing anytime soon.
Like, can I just wake up and say, like, the school's not closing till we know something?
Nothing. The students don't believe you and they begin panicking.
Would it be
I can't go to public school. They beat you up every day in public school, man.
It's like,
They
how
are
is that
currently
different than here?
scuffling around, starting to panic. You are rapidly losing control of the classroom.
the school's not closing?
You
I
are
say.
talking to a principal on a phone. What are you telling him?
1 second.
I tell them the school's not closing. What do I roll?
Devious deceit.
I'm
What
gonna,
if I know things? Like it's
I'm gonna
honest.
talk to the principal
You
and
know
just,
it is closing.
Oh.
I'm gonna talk to the principal.
Unless you tell them you have a hankering suspicion that a team of supervillains are going to be donating a lot of money to the school.
I'm gonna talk to,
never
I'm gonna
know.
talk to the principal and let him know
Even
that
if I say that, I don't think anyone would believe me.
somehow I let the rumors spread in my class that the school was closing.
Why
Don't
the hell
say
would
that.
you tell them?
I did not tell them. Some kid did. However,
Why would you tell some kid?
I did not tell him either. I don't know how he knew,
Now your job is in jeopardy.
Alright.
but I tried to tell him it wasn't, but they wouldn't believe me.
Look, you're going to have to put a wrap under this, put a lid on this before those kids start flipping out and telling their parents of all people.
All right, sounds good.
Unless you want to find yourself out of a job and without any references.
I will do so.
He's going to roll devious corruption. And he's pretty good at that. And he is going to attack your honesty to try and raise your deceit.
Good job.
He has 4 5s.
Yeah, there's no way I can defend against that.
He also has a pair of 9s.
I am pretty sure I literally cannot defend against that.
You can roll.
What was it? What would I roll?
He's actually going to pick the 9s.
Okay. What would I roll?
You would roll whatever you think is applicable to defend against that. You can choose not to defend and just do what he says.
How do I say fully? How do I defend using devious corruption against devious corruption?
Well, you don't defend with devious. You usually defend with insightful. You can roll insightful corruption, comprehend devious motives. You could roll insightful deceit to stand by your wicked ways.
I will comprehend devious motives.
Sure.
I will say that I understand where you're coming from, and I will make sure these kids don't let this spread any further than it has, by any means necessary.
Good luck.
So you moved in.
There, and I don't have to steal your
Pair
shit
of
anymore.
nines.
Pair of nines, alright. You do actually double, so you don't lose anything. He just
Alright.
says, see that you do, and then hangs up.
All right.
So
If anyone was curious why he opted to pick 2 9s instead of 4 5s, he was trying to hit honesty to raise deceit.
Yeah.
If you get a 4 wit, you just obliterate a point off of the tactic. It doesn't slide, and he was looking to slide it.
Yeah.
I will grab. I'm gonna grab the meter stick in my class and slam it on my desk and get everyone's attention.
Certainly gets attention.
Does it wake us up?
And I will say the school is not closing, and if you say otherwise, I will make sure you suffer for it.
Why don't you just
That
say,
would
why are
be
you trying
devious
to...
corruption. I will give you a
trying to-
+2 advantage for the ruler slam.
It's like, why are you trying to derail my class?
If you say it,
Basically,
it will
you're-
happen. So don't
Back off.
say it.
Trip 5s and whatever +2 does.
If you didn't add dice, it adds to wit, so it becomes 5 5.
5 5s.
Alright. You straight obliterate
Wow.
a point of the classroom's devious
But we're in the classroom.
and terrify them into silence.
And presumably this doesn't apply to
It doesn't
us.
affect us, right?
We know the truth and why he's doing it.
You can roll to defend against it.
What do
He's
I
still
roll?
scary.
Yeah, okay. What do I roll to defend?
Assuming you're
You
even in that
asshole.
class.
I didn't
need
say you were in my
devious.
class.
Fair.
I did not
Yeah.
put you in my
Yeah.
class.
So, like, why would we be scared of him in this situation? I don't understand.
I'm sleeping somewhere else.
Because of threats.
We've already said we're there. We can't just...
I guess, yeah. Okay.
That's true, you probably wouldn't have to defend.
Okay.
We're legit not worried about the school closing or repercussions from
Well,
him.
you might be a little worried about it.
But I mean, like, not... like.
But the repercussions
You're
of
not
talking about
hopeless
it.
about
But
it.
Yeah.
we understand more.
Also,
than-
they weren't the ones talking about it.
Yeah.
That's why I would argue they wouldn't have.
That's true, you just threatened the one kid, really.
Yeah. The rest of, like, well, these aren't the people who are
He
talking
is
about
terrified.
it.
No, it's
and
just
we
the people who
napping.
were discussing the school closing. Told them
We
to
were
shut
not.
it.
Alright, so you have shut up a large classroom of children. This is the quietest it's ever been in your class.
savor it.
Easy to nap.
Yeah, that's a terrible. I drew my keyboard out and I put stickers on it.
The rest of you who are just sitting in class. What are you two
Actually,
doing?
before.
Alright, students, open
Does that
your
conclude a scene?
Wait. Before.
grade, your kindergarten.
Wait, what day is it?
It is Thursday.
Thursday, huh?
Before my scene ends, can I walk up to the kid who was talking back to me and steal something off his desk?
Confiscate.
Like-
Confiscate.
Yes.
You could confiscate his phone or something.
I will do so.
So we can't text lies to other people.
I confiscate his phone, right? And then when the class leaves, I take out the SIM card and replace it with like a piece of cue card, and just slip it in there, and then just pocket the SIM card.
Wow.
Give me,
He's a tech dude.
be
Cunning knowledge.
Isn't it when you ram someone?
yeah, probably cunning knowledge. Quick fix jury rig.
Nothing.
Do you even return the phone?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
We're gonna get me.
It's kind of pointless moot point anyway. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, so he stays there.
So he comes up and asks for his phone back.
Oh no, this is a permanent confiscation.
You can't just steal my phone, man. That's illegal.
We're gonna
You
talk
earn it.
I
You'll
will
earn it
attack
back
your corruption
after the
With
detention.
devious honesty, because that is true.
Yeah.
Cannot permanently keep phones. He has pair of threes.
I'm gonna tell. Was the phone locked? That's the first question. Like, so I couldn't go on it.
Do you know what it
Sometimes people don't have phone locks,
is?
so it is locked.
Is he a
Alright.
gladiator for
Uh,
anyone? I'm okay with that.
That one is pointless.
I want this green.
I'm sure you'll find another opportunity for greed. This is not hard.
Giant Nova.
You can.
I'm kidding.
You'll completely fuck up the rest of the story, but sure, you can do that.
What's the range?
Just give him his phone back.
Yeah, I'll give it back.
Alright. If you give it back, you don't take any damage. Damn it. Takes his phone, storms out.
Oh, well, is the class dismissed, or is he just leaving?
That's the end of class.
Okay. How does one pickpocket in this?
Pickpocket is kind of green.
Cunning greed?
You should be theoretically decent at that.
Yeah.
At this point.
I would like to, as we're leaving, because I'm kind of like sleepy, I like stumble into him and try and, assuming he put his phone in his pocket when he left,
Yep.
try and take his phone.
You can give me a devious deceit roll to feint to bump into him to give you a bonus rate. Steely roll.
I should be the pickpocket.
Sorry,
one.
what was that I was just rolling? I
Devious
was
deceit.
rolling cunning greed there. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine then.
I
I said one of the things you can do in this system is you can roll like devious deceit to give yourself a bonus to a different roll.
okay, well, what would my devious deceit? I actually have decent devious deceit. It's also 6 dice, so it worked out. I got a pair of 4s then on that devious deceit.
That means you would add 2 dice to a cunning greed check.
And
So
do I
like
need
a
higher,
pair
or do I just need a pair for this?
You would need a pair against his defense of it, which is cunning espionage,
Like, does he notice?
to see if he notices you do it.
How against this guy's kind of like I'm trying to figure out whether I'm better off to add 2 to the width or to add
He's
2
rolling
dice.
5 dice.
And I can either add them to the result or
I'd probably do width
You
to
either
guarantee.
add dice before rolling,
I would add the
Okay.
die.
or you add width
Now you have
after.
this to
Do you
worry
think I should add the
about
dice?
looking at.
Width is
Fly
useful
around,
in
because
physical
if I go
tasks,
forward,
But in
I
this
like
is
because in physical tasks,
I'd rather just
speed matters.
okay, and
If you get a higher width than he does, you pick his pocket before it occurs to him to check his pocket.
okay, and it doesn't even matter if his result is higher than mine.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
If your width beats his, you just succeed.
Okay.
You've taken the phone and left before he realizes.
Okay,
Like
in
he
that
realizes
case-
someone took it, but you're already gone.
Well, you only need
All right,
one.
in that case, I'm going.
This is
to,
one of the more complicated things in
I'm
one
gonna
roll
take the
engine
two-
is sometimes speed matters.
I'm gonna take the 2 extra dice out then, so that I can add it to my.
He has pair of 5s.
I don't have any pairs, so I do not succeed.
Well, you don't you have the 2 extra dice taken at your width?
You have to get a
You have to
pair
get the
You
first.
still have to get a set.
Yeah.
Alright, so you stick your hand in his pocket. He notices
sorry,
and
bro.
he grabs your arm. What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Sebastian.
Trying to steal my phone?
What? Why would
He's
I
going
want
to
your
try and
phone?
punch you in the mouth.
Okay, there goes that open back to the slide.
Now I try to pick his pocket.
Can I just say, oh god, I'm sorry, I didn't like accidental devious deceit to lie my.
You can roll devious deceit and
Yeah.
try and beat his set.
Okay, to try and.
It's going to be kind of difficult.
Got a 3,
Got a pair of 6s.
pair of 6s. Well, it's definitely better than any physical defense I would have.
Can I leap to her or his defense?
Yeah, you can try and grab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab his arm before he throws it.
What's the 2 powers?
That would be open
2 aspects.
Now, are we
open courage.
devious and
It's
deceit?
not really a fair fist fight.
Um,
But you're not beating on him either. Are you trying to just like put him in a grapple hold?
Trying to stop the punch from
If you're
happening.
trying to just like grapple him, that's actually open endurance.
Okay.
and am I
sorry,
still rolling my
slime
devious
darts.
deceit to be all like, I wasn't trying to pickpocket you, man. I just
You can, yeah. It just depends on whether or not
Yeah.
he hits you before you get the words out.
Yeah. I didn't freaking get a pair.
Nice.
So, oh, I got a pair of 8s. Never mind.
Ah, fancy.
Sorry.
All right. What did you actually say to him?
Huh?
What did you actually say to him? Like, what was your actual lie?
He's being pretty like bleary because like he was like sleeping, so he's just kind of trying to be all like, what? No, what are you like? Sorry, I just bumped into you. Sorry.
He literally caught you with your hand in his pocket.
He must have.
Captain No Sense.
I must have just brushed his back. I don't need him to believe it. I just need everybody around me to believe it. Really.
Well, what matters is if he doesn't believe it, he punches you in the mouth.
Well, if he punches me in the mouth, I get take out.
And I
That's
try to take his
unfortunate.
phone.
But
And just banish it to the floor like, dude, you
Because
got your
currently
phone.
it sounds to me like you're getting punched.
I tried.
could be like nice, but no. I think he's going to get punched. But I would like to try and turn around that he just like lashed out at somebody for no
You can
apparent.
slide a courage to cruelty.
Yeah.
I'm getting punched in the face.
I have no courage.
You can slide and open to slide.
You have to have open.
I wouldn't have been able to do all
Yeah, I
that.
do have open.
Yep, open to
But
slide.
that's assumed. But if I say something else, I can avoid getting hit altogether and not move that open.
If you come up with a decent lie,
Why would he have his hand in his pocket that isn't
he's
sexual?
yeah,
I was
like,
gonna say,
I'll
want
give
to
you a
come up
hint.
to
At
you.
this point, trying to claim you didn't try to pick his
Yeah,
pocket
it's-
is not going to work. A lie you want to pull is something like, I have HIV, you don't want me to bleed on you. That's the kind of lie you pull here.
I don't think Baz would do that. I think he's
Like,
just gonna.
that's how you defend a physical attack with a social skill.
I think he's just going to take the hit
I've seen
and.
people
I'm
do
so
that.
Or if you hit me, I'll sue you. My dad's totally a lawyer, you don't know otherwise.
Yeah, unless he follows political news.
You can also roll devious corruption to persuade sinfully. Hit me and I'll cut you.
Hit me, I'll just stick my crazy psychotic aunt on you.
Don't start something you can't finish.
I like that. Don't start something you can't finish.
That'd be persuade sinfully. Just threaten him.
I do
think he'd
enjoy
lose
that.
in a fist fight.
I'm gonna lose in the fist fight. Either way, even if I fail this, I get hit. I lose
The
my.
beauty is you can be highly threatening and terrible at fighting.
Yeah.
I'm actually decent at fighting.
Yeah, please don't get hit. I got nothing.
Punched in the face.
Punched in the face it is. A slide to open. Hey, now I have another black pin to
Punch him in the
use.
face now.
I'm curious about something.
Or sorry, open to slide. Shit! I don't have another black pin. Now I have few black pins. I have.
Was this the real reason you didn't want to get punched?
Yeah, that was.
I punch him now.
You can, yeah.
And say like, no fighting!
You can give me, actually, if you wish, you can give me cunning greed to sneak up on him and get an advantage. To just sucker punch him.
Should have gone for anyone else's.
If you wish to sucker punch him.
I think I would sucker punch.
I need to stop this fight.
Then do something.
I will just, I'm gonna step in between everybody and go, stop, leave my class.
Take it
Or like
outside.
exiting.
Wait, if they're outside,
Wait, is
they're in
it-
front of my class, right?
They're currently, making their way out of the classroom. They're still in his room.
Yeah, so I step in
So,
between
what do I
all
use-
of them.
What stats do I use to actually
I
punch
step
him?
in between. I
Actually,
step
punch
in
someone is
between.
open courage in this case.
I step in between all
Fair
of them.
fist fight.
and
You
push
could
them
go open
apart.
cruelty if you're sucker punching him in the back of the head and ganging up on him with several of your friends.
No, no, no.
He's a teacher. You really can't.
I
do
step in between all of them and say, "Get the hell out of my class
You
and
can-
stop fighting."
You could give him a detention for randomly hitting a student who did
He's
nothing
already
wrong.
got detention.
Yeah.
Another
You
detention.
could suspend him.
Ooh, yes.
I just want to throw a punch and see if I can land it.
He did just punch a student.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will.
You could
did
claim
nothing
you didn't say
wrong.
anything
No.
about it.
Yep. That's a suspension.
And I was successful in my deceit
I will
roll.
do so.
And
Give me,
so I should have
Could
been.
give me devious corruption. Okay. Devious corruption would be threatening to suspend him. If he doesn't get the fuck out of your classroom and knock it off right now.
Yep.
You could actually
I
suspend
will
him,
do
though. He
that.
doesn't need to threaten.
Well, actually, suspending him doesn't do anything to his tactics. It just means he's suspended.
Oh, true. Okay.
I will do that.
It's sort of like, if you just tell someone they're suspended, that doesn't make them stop fighting, because they don't lose anything at this point.
Cut this crap out, otherwise you're suspended. Pair of ones.
He will stand by his wicked ways. He has a pair of sixes. He does not care if he gets suspended.
Okay, well, I definitely embrace that.
This means he doesn't have to spend time in your shitty class anymore. Are you trying to punch him?
I
I
think
guess
that's a
so.
bad
I'll
idea.
try to sneak up. I don't think it'll work.
Sure.
What do I roll? Okay.
Cunning greed just determines if you get a bonus. There's no consequence to failing it here.
Oh, okay. I got
See,
no
I knew
hair.
going in trying to take the phone that I was probably gonna
Open curse,
fail and
then.
get hit. Like, I kind of knew this was coming, so.
Why are you trying to start a brawl in my classroom?
I wasn't trying to start a
What do you
brawl.
mean
I was trying to get a
He
phone.
successfully has.
No. Vivian is starting the brawl. It is yet to be a brawl.
Hey,
You
you
get
can steal
suspended
it.
too, aren't I?
Hey,
It's not him.
I'm gonna have to.
I don't have to.
I'm gonna have to.
just-
There aren't
blame
many
it all
other
on
people in
the
the
kid.
class right now. It's the end of class, most people left. He came up to your desk with his phone back.
Pair of sevens.
Pair of sevens, eh? Little roll sly cowardice to God. I didn't get anything though. So you can punch him.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. No fighting.
I agree with your message, just not the delivery method.
as your demon, I appreciate this. I want you to get more physical skills.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, it
you're
seems like I
close
just
range,
punched
so
him.
you're not getting to use
No
your
fighting.
raise the reader, right?
Punched him in the back.
Yeah.
It-
I am opposed to fighting.
He does not want to hit a girl.
Yes.
He will attempt to leave the classroom and he will roll open cruelty to try and shove Sebastian into the wall as he does it.
Oh, why? I can't take
Don't
another
make me
hit to
chase you
my
down.
open. Is that gonna hit my open?
It would hit your open at this point, yes.
I can't afford to lose 2, then I'm gonna.
Then
I'll be 1
dodge
point
or
away.
hit him back or do something. Or body control.
Yeah, that's true. I would do that.
Is it a fair fist fight if I step in between and just grab, like...
Fair fist fight is to punch somebody.
What if I?
He's actually just
Okay.
fleeing now.
If you're just trying to stop the fight, it's open endurance.
But he's running away. He's just bashing him on the
Now,
way
how
out.
would I hit him back? What do I
Physically,
use? Yeah.
either open courage or open cruelty, depending
Or,
on how you're going about it.
What if I want to come in like, oh, you call that a punch, you hit like a girl, kind of. Yes, I want to do that. I want to humiliate him for his shoddy ass.
No, it's because I hit him. You
Yes.
were hit by a girl.
Yeah. Like,
You can certainly mock him.
you're gonna lose it. You're just like,
You can mock him.
too
I
chicken
hit
to hit a girl, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna goad him on.
Are you trying to goad him into punching Vivian?
No, no.
I'm trying to
I'm trying to
protect you.
humiliate
That would be
him.
devious corruption.
I want to humiliate him.
No, you
and
wanna
if I want
humiliate
him,
him,
if he's
not-
going to punch somebody, to punch her, not me.
If you want to humiliate him, body control is a good way to go.
Yeah. Which is,
But I don't want to use body control on somebody when they know I'm using body control on them.
They'd know,
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think
but
I'm just
only
gonna
they
try
would know.
I just want to try and insult
Before
him.
he shoves her, or him, I'm gonna say, you keep this up, I'm gonna make it so you can't get to any school in this entire city.
No, threaten him to bring him to public school.
You'll
You
get
could go devious corruption again.
Yeah,
Try that.
that's what I'm saying.
He's already gone to public school. He
No.
knows he's gone to
I
public
will only give you
charter
plus
school.
1.
Yeah,
This is a charter school that's closing.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm making it so you can't go to any other school in the city. I'm adding a die, by the way.
But-
So I go
I'm
to-
only giving you plus 1 because he's heard this line before, and he doesn't actually believe you have that power. He's only mildly worried you might be able to do that.
double tens.
He does not successfully defend. What are you actually attacking?
Uh,
Courage is a decent thing to attack.
yeah, I'll attack his courage.
Actually,
No, I'd probably because he's kind of doing like an underhanded like shove, right? So then wouldn't that be more so like
still a fair fist fight.
Okay, yeah, then, yeah,
Like,
I'll attack
he's
courage.
currently outnumbered.
Yeah, I'll attack courage.
Yep.
I still want to insult him. Can
He
I?
does not shove you as he leaves the room. He just storms out of the room.
Now let it be.
I want espionage.
He calls you a fucking thief as he leaves. That's about it.
I didn't
I'm
do anything.
stopping him
Yeah.
from hurting you. You're welcome for your goddamn strategy.
Thank you.
does he get a point of the virtue for once?
Possibly. Yeah, that will conclude a scene.
I will now argue for the virtuous that I admitted to wrongdoing to the principal and made up for it by not making sure
That
nobody
would be
spread
legit.
the word.
I could see that, yeah. I could also see greed and generosity, but I seriously doubt you want to do that.
Hell no.
Yep, I can see that. Corruption to nurture. I could also see, for sin-wise on you, I could see, where is it? Cowardice, humiliating someone. When you shouted that kid down in class.
Stealing his phone wouldn't have given me greed anyway because I need a phone. Dang it, my whole plan was flawed from the start.
Yep.
I hate
So I'll take the cowardice and lower my corruption down to nurture.
Just get you a phone, yo. It'll be in my locker.
Yeah. He's like, boop, there you go. Thanks. I just should have insulted him.
1
Right,
foot
right.
less.
Good I can't get out of my devious strategy.
I could see greed and generosity in your case, Vivian. Helping someone no expecting it, trying to help out and stop the fight.
They were just there.
Demonstrating mercy or protecting someone
Yes,
would be
I'm,
cruelty to courage.
I'm helping all of you
Protecting.
gain your generous stats.
I
Well,
got
there you
no
go.
cruelty.
I'll keep doing stupid stuff, and you can keep
Do you
saving
have,
my
do you have
ass.
0 cruelty?
No, I have cruelty.
Okay.
I got 1.
You can slide cruelty to courage if you want.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have a gun anytime soon?
Basically,
Yes.
Why would you need a gun?
No, but I would
Because
probably...
cruelty tends to be guns.
Okay.
Cruelty is beat on the inferior or shoot the unarmed.
Yeah.
It also applies to sucker punches and dirty fighting.
What if he betraying deceits or
Okay.
openly betraying a student?
Yeah, okay, I'll just...
Openly betray and mock someone who trusted you. No.
Yes, I'll
That
use
kid doesn't trust her.
courage.
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay. Cruelty to courage. I'll try it. It's only one thing.
It's basically typically really good to get virtuous stuff anyways, because you can easily just get...
Well, you can't easily get cruelty.
I'll play that.
Cruelty, you have to kill somebody.
See, many an RPG player would argue that's the easiest
I'm just like,
one
what
to
are you
get.
talking about? How is
In
that?
this
She
setting,
just carries
we're
a
not
knife.
actually
No, she
killing
just carries a knife and then walks up behind the guy and goes,
Why do I need to carry a knife? I can just walk up behind a guy and go,
can you banish somebody's throat out?
Yes,
You can touch it.
you specifically can.
yes!
If you touch someone, you can banish
Well, there
part
you go.
of their body.
There you
I
go.
know!
You can punch someone in the stomach and banish a large section of their torso.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the throat is far more cruel.
It's only hard if you have like actual morals.
Yeah, but we don't want to kill people in this one, right? Because we don't want to get the attention of.
I don't
Superior
know, it's
government
hard to
agency.
say.
You probably don't want to kill someone out of costume, certainly.
Hide a body.
That's not killing
Then
somebody.
it just turns into like the first season of Misfits, where every other episode is them trying to hide a body.
Exactly.
Alright, we'll bury him at the overpass.
Yeah, we go to the overpass.
I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities to be mean to people later.
Also, cruelty is kind of easy to get because anytime someone punches you, it slides courage to cruelty.
Yeah.
Do I get a cowardice to endurance for getting beat up?
You only got punched once,
Oh.
and you have to lose a conflict that costs you something.
Face? Does face count?
Yeah, there weren't many people left in the classroom.
Literal face? Sorry.
You hit my nose, my beautiful nose.
No, but
Yeah, I know.
No,
yeah, I
Wait, did you get a sin at all?
necessarily because
No.
that's fish.
For her,
In fact,
I would
it's not
argue that
actually- it's the students call that.
she embarrassed him by sucker punching him.
Humiliating?
If you want that.
that'd be my demon, yeah. And yeah, I think she would.
Embarrassed for sucker punching. What was the? Which one was that,
Humiliating
Liz? What is that?
Cowardice.
That one's cowardice. You know, someone being beaten up by a girl.
Yeah, I would.
That would certainly
yes.
apply to this dwarf.
I would certainly want her to get cowardice.
I do too.
There you go.
If I get her enough cowardice, I can.
Essentially,
I do not have
it involves
sufficient
a
open.
bubbling gray
I like
slop
cowardice.
with a spoon.
How do I move slide to open again? That's like you have to do.
Slide to open.
Yeah.
Getting punched in different ways.
Or if it's your
Usually
So-
you're not going to see slides of slide to open very often.
What would you say?
Hellbinders are about the only people who get that, and that's when you run out of open, attacks start hitting slide.
Okay.
How do you...
So like you run out of open, so it just slides to one side, and then you run out of open, so
Yeah.
it starts sliding.
You
the
can
other
get to
way.
the point where you just have one point that just keeps ping-ponging back and forth.
Okay.
This is why Hellbinders can soak up absurd amounts of beatings and bullets.
Okay.
How,
So we don't actually die when we run out of
How do
open.
you
Other people die when they run out
Normal
of open.
people do, yeah.
But we don't.
No, your demon won't let
then
you
I
get off that easy.
Then I really give no shit.
How do you
to
slide
open.
from generosity to greed?
Generosity to greed?
I just
Usually somebody stealing something from you. It can also happen if someone convinces you to buy something. Anyway, it is 20 after 8.
So probably gonna call it here.
So I'll probably call it here, since I think
Since
everyone-
Mr. goes to work at noon, needs
Yeah.
to apparently get his 9 hours of sleep.
Anyway, I'm going to call it here.
Yeah.
Next session will be presumably you guys.
I need more black pins.
Now armed with delightfully ridiculous costumes, taking your gouging gamble at robbing the QWRP 106.7 radio station with Clark Gibson and interviewing Ray Morgan.
We can spend 2 to put it into 1, right?
Correct. At the end of a session, I don't know if you know this, Brent. At the end of a session, you can remove 2 dots from any of the tactics, the little ones, to add 1 dot to one of your strategies, the bigger ones.
Now, in the sense where it's a strategy that's maxed out, like you've already got the 7 between them, you can't add anything to it, right?
Correct. You can't ever have them overlap.
Yeah, but like it doesn't mean
You don't have to do this, but you do have to justify why your character is getting a dot and whatever that is, based on what happened during the session.
So, for example, I could theoretically
Not
move
yet.
to greed to patient and say that like they've spent a lot of time moving greed to concocted, like planning these big heists. And
One thing
he's
you
getting-
could say, for example, for that slide, you can argue. The other thing is, you can either argue how your character demonstrated that, or why your character would decide it was important. Like, for example, I really need to learn to pick my moments and not try and rob someone's phone in the middle of class.
Yeah,
Or, boy, that.
what ended badly.
And it can't work like backwards, like moving insightful to deceit.
No. You can't break down your strategy.
How does greed go into cunning?
You don't have to argue for what you're removing, you just argue for what you're gaining as a dog. Cunning is any
You're
time
getting
you are
better
trying
at
to...
stealing stuff.
Cunning is any time you are trying to do the quick and easy mental method.
Yeah.
Rather than taking your time with something. It's getting better at thinking on your feet, that sort of stuff.
So,
planning on getting
with my
down.
experience of being really crappy at thinking on my feet in the bar, I'm getting slightly better by just sheer practice.
The demon will not deny.
I can't think.
Idiot.
Sure. Although you've learned the importance of improv.
Yes. Must
Improv better.
practice more.
You certainly haven't gained patience.
No.
No.
Like before, I was thinking of moving my
Thank
power and my endurance into
God.
open, but the thing is, if open doesn't kill me, then
The other thing you can do, if you don't want to do that, is you can just slide any one strategy to another strategy.
Ooh, yay.
I think, but again, you still have to justify it.
Thank God,
I think.
Trevor.
That one I need to check.
okay, because that
As long
really
as,
open.
as long as I'm usually honest, I can persuade.
Like sinful to sinful or devious or
I
like
can
honest
actually
or virtuous to virtuous.
use my packs now. Should we recruit a henchman?
Hint who?
If we recruit a henchman, I can make him real good at something.
Make him really good at being a henchman.
What would that be?
Recruiting the janitor?
Like, if anything,
Are we
like,
recruiting the homeless
if anything
guy or the
opens, he
janitor?
can beat on people.
I'll make the thing hover
The
around.
homeless guy. He's everywhere. He is. Always the homeless
I know
guy.
of one particular roommate who isn't doing anything right now.
Did you
Particular roommate who severely needs beating. Yeah.
did you figure out what the like? I assume that's what you were looking at.
I can't find it in the book, but
Okay.
yeah, I believe it's I think it's specifically you can slide a sinister strategy to a virtuous. I don't know if you can go
So
the
I
other
can
way.
move a slide to an open.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then
don't
I'm-
know if you can go the other way.
I'm going to move a slide to an open. If that isn't a thing we can do, we figure that out later. I will undo it and.
If it's not a thing you can do, just leave it.
Okay.
I don't particularly.
Trevor, I'm still so choked about the paramedic thing that didn't happen. So perfect.
Did you
Anyway,
draw a turkey? I was like, please be a
Because I was
turkey.
thinking,
no, it's a giant penis with a beak.
I was
Why are
thinking,
the balls here?
He failed anatomy.
I've never drawn a turkey before, okay?
It's a turkey.
The way you erased that, you left perfectly. The
You
fact
left the worst part.
I left my phone in the car.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Is it like visible? You don't want to leave it in the car if it's visible. Okay. Alright.
I was thinking the stupid things that we could ransom could possibly be the giant turkey statue.
quality giant turkey statue. That's half the table gets up and leaves.
It's alright, I can still play for Daniel.
His name's not dead.
Sorry, Jeffrey. What the hell? Sorry about
Daniel's not here.
I know.
Do us handsome white people all look the same to you?
Exactly. Your blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 50%, right?
It's a type of blonde.
25%. Like, they're bluish green.
I was referring to my own.
Bluish green. His hair is kind of blonde.